another one. Hi, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We use Fantasy Grounds as a virtual tabletop. Dulux-oz does our sound extension, so we can use Syrinscape for sound that works with Fantasy Grounds. I'm not sure at all if that's working right now because I did an update and I didn't really check to see if that was working. So where we last left off, you guys were in the nice sleepy town of Wormford, but it is not such a sleepy town.
Nope.
As there's always something going on in Wormford. If anything, Red Larch is much more of a sleepy town than Wormford. Let me bring up the map real quick, just for memories. When you guys came down here because they had a mud problem, and there were people trapped in the mud. You guys found out that a mud mage came here and cast a big mound of mud, and you guys had to get the shopkeeper out of the mud. After you did that, you guys decided to celebrate in the Spitfire Inn, or Spitefire Inn, and during that time, you guys were ambushed by what appears to be, you got a name out of them, the Black Earth. Seems to be some kind of group, you're not really sure. You did see the symbols of the triangle, I think it is, with them, tattooed on their skin and such. So you guys are assuming, I think you guys do assume that that is the Black Earth.
The Chaos Triangle, right? But not the regular one, right?
No, not the Chaos, the regular triangle.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not that, no. You've never seen that, really.
Oh, we've just seen this.
Except for in Necromancer's Cave.
Okay.
Unfortunately, some of the villagers died during this attack, and that's where we last left off. You just said, kill the Minotaur, and you're sitting there in your rage looking for something else to kill, and you get really pissed off that all these people died, so you start hacking up the barn, and finally people, settle you down. And they, you finally gather the people up, you tell them it's safe, you help them clear the dead bodies for the night. It's getting to be early morning, everyone's tired by now, and no one's really in the mood for any parties, especially now. So they thank you very much. They all get sleep. They offer you, room and board for free, obviously. On the other part of the inn, which are where the people sleep, and you get the best rooms possible. They treat you like kings. You guys sleep. You get your level ups, and in the morning, they would like to present you with rewards. So they bring you probably to the dock, and they present little rewards, little tokens of gratification, or not gratification, but tokens of
gratitude.
Tokens of gratitude, yeah, and gratification. Oh boy, little dills. They give you little.
Those are always welcome.
Yeah. And they also give you guys each a potion of healing for your troubles. They give you guys. There's a bakery here. They give you guys lots of food from the bakery, lots of traveling food. So you have all your basic that kind of supplies filled up. And they also give you what they can scrounge up, which is 150 gold pieces. So someone can mark that down.
Put it into party sheet.
And I didn't want to go through the role playing part of that, just to speed it up. So, but they give you great gratitude. You meet Oswald of the Oswald Church. That's the church in the middle. He is their priest. He was actually away at Greenfields, but he came here as soon as he can when he heard what was going on. So he came the next day. He finally made it there. he's kind of sort of in charge of this town. They don't really have like a sheriff or anything like that. They just kind of do it themselves. So.
So he wasn't here during the attack?
No, he wasn't.
Mm.
Well, he was in Greenfields doing some holy work, which he goes there quite often. So, you can roll insight on that if you're suspicious.
A little bit. Not that I'm gonna be very good at. You want it in the tower or no?
Yes, please. The Tower of Power. Okay. You can't really tell either way. You don't. He's sort of a. He's not a jolly priest. He's more like in business kind of priest, and he does have a very big temple compared to the rest of the area. But you know,
where's Greenfield in relation to
Greenfield is south of here. That's where you had the Greenfield monks came up here. They were part of the
the Enclave.
The Emerald Enclave, which are basically like a group of druids that try to keep nature in order and stuff like that. They said they're the ones that are looking for the seeds from I forget what her name is, but we're waiting for some magical seeds basically.
And what was his name?
Oswald. He basically tells you the church has been in his family name for generations now.
Oswald, why would the Black Earth target Wormford? We know that some shady shit's been happening down here in your town. You're not here the night of a gruesome attack. What's...
Everyone is kind of looking at you weird when you're saying that. He's like, I assure you, my dear son, that I was down on business. I don't know what this Black Earth you talk of, but the people tell me that you slew these individuals here. Thank you. He hands you gold.
I don't like it. I refuse the gold.
I'll take his.
Okay, he hands it to you. I'm sorry about any trouble, but anytime you come down and you need healing, I will be more than willing to help you. But duties do arise as we have many dead to bury. You're welcome to stay for the funeral if you wish.
I think we should probably be on our way.
I want to know more about that little child who I don't really think is the little child.
So you guys are out in the docks. You see right there, you see a little booth set up, and it says information on it, and he's sitting there.
He is a precocious but useful and nice kid.
Is he really a kid?
He presents as a kid.
Which pronoun does he use?
Boy, I think.
So as everyone clears, they go clear to bury their dead and get stuff ready for the funerals. But everyone there in the town thanks you. They give you like maybe a little trinket, little good luck trinket and stuff like that. But it really amounts to, just junk, good luck charms and stuff. You do pick up a couple symbols of gods etched into like wooden coins.
When we're down at the docks, I want to make a quick perception check to see if there are any folks that are paying us more attention than normal, because we know that Pike was...
Sure. You can roll your perception.
In the tower.
Yes. Tower of Power. No, you don't notice anything peculiar, but around the corner comes someone walking with a carry cart. On this carry cart, it is taller than him. This is a human. It looks like from here, it looks like a human. And then the cart has many compartments in it. Like he opens it up, and it might be some kind of supply cart. And he comes walking up, and like near the docks, there's like a little bit of a market area where a couple people have some booths, but some of those booths are empty. You imagine that on a brighter day when there's less deaths the night before, there might be more people here. Of course, the information booth is open, and this guy with his cart walks up to you guys, and he says, "Hello."
Hi there. What's your name?
My name is Frederick von Stein, and I am here with traveling goods and wares, including potions. Seller of many fine things. I was wondering if I could talk to the dockmaster here and let them know I'm setting up.
Where do you come by your fantastical potions?
I make them myself.
Really? Where do you
Very
get them?
fine crafted. I have the finest crafted potions you can ever imagine.
Who wants to do an insight check?
At a cheap price.
And what are you selling for this cheap price?
Well, they're at half the normal prices, but there is one catch. They only work with yourself. You see, for me to make it this cheap, I do have limitations.
Where are you from, Frederick?
Where is he from? Let me look. I travel all around. I'm not from any place, but I originally came from Waterdeep.
Did you have a shop there?
What's that?
Did you have a shop in Waterdeep?
You can roll a history check on that.
Well, I was asking him, but if he tells me a name, I'd love to.
Okay. I thought you were asking me. I used to have a shop a few years ago, but I found it sort of miserable, and I wanted to see the countryside, and to do that, I've kind of built this. He shows his little nice device he's got.
What was the name of your shop?
Frederick Stein's Goods.
I'd like to
Of
do
Marvelous Goods. So that's what it
I'd
is.
like to know if I've heard of that before.
Sure. Oh, yes, you have.
Oh, good. What do I know about
It's
it?
a small shop. You know, it's a place you could get potions, and it's up to you if you had any dealings with them, whether they were legal or illegal. But I'll let that be on you. So.
Okay, so I know that he sells legit wares.
Yes.
Okay. I will turn to
You've probably pilfered a few.
I will turn to my compatriots and say, "Oh, I've heard of this guy. He's on the up and up."
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, I am.
So what do you have for sale here,
Wait,
Frederick?
I don't want to just go sell and. I mean, I usually talk to the dock ward here. Where is he?
Well, they had a bit of an incident here, so they might be slow to opening. They've got a big funeral going on.
Oh, what happened?
There was an attack. Mages, roving mages. It happens.
Were you not here? Were you not in town last night?
No, I just arrived. You can
From
see
where?
he's got some sweat in his brow and stuff.
From where?
I was
Did you
down the long road.
Did you
I
travel?
don't know. I'd have to look at the map to see.
Did he travel through the rain? Was he wet?
I I mean, yeah, his cart's a little bit wet, but not super wet. And you ask him if he traveled through the rain?
Yeah.
He says, I quite did. I've developed some ways to take care of the rain. Would you like to see?
No.
Yeah. What you got?
Okay, I'll show you. Okay, he goes in the cart, and he goes and flips up these little flaps that go in the cart, and they're kind of like rain covers, basically. And then he shows you, and you see this, those brown? See how it's more brown than the rest? This, I put this special oil on it to make it resist water, and then I travel with the use of some magic. If it gets muddy.
Like magic that would make a horse to run faster?
No, I don't have a horse, but the magic that's, well, to tell you the truth, I mean, I don't like giving all my secrets.
Well, you could give us one or two, just to, entice us.
Well, you can roll persuasion.
Magic user to magic user.
Oh, man.
I mean, we go back a ways. So.
Oh, by the way, you can roll that, like, most persuasion checks you can roll in the open.
Okay.
Unless they're deception checks, and then you can't.
Gotcha.
Let me get his... Gonna make me get his character.
I'm kind of bored of this old man. I want to wander over to the little information booth with the little dude.
Okay. One at a time. Let's see.
Yeah.
That'd be verse his. And, oh man, they used to let you roll it from here. It doesn't, why is it? Oh wait, what's this? Oh, they have new buttons. Crazy. Well, that's save. Oh, they have save. So, and then they got this. I'm going to use this first roll, but I just was looking at these new button things. That's new. So his first one, he missed it because it would only be a +1. I hit save instead of the check. So, alright, I guess I'll tell you, there's no harm done. When it rains, I use Tensor's floating disc. It's quite a good smell, do you know of it? You cast spells.
I've heard of it.
Alright. It's good. I just get the cart. I just managed to get the cart up with this. He shows you 2 wood slaps that he has. I'd put these 2 up, and I just push the cart up. It takes a little bit of time, and then wherever I walk, this floating disc follows me, and so does the cart. It's perfect.
That's pretty clever, actually.
Pretty clever.
It is. Anyways.
So what type of things are you selling?
I can talk to the Dark Master later. I don't think they'll mind. I've been here before. Why don't we say we open shop? You look like you might be very valuable customers. And he starts opening up the little sections, and in it you see like displays of potions. He's got potions, herbs, spell components, and various other trinkets.
What types of potions are we looking at?
Potions! Well, it all depends on how much you want to spend. I do have some regular potions, but those are full price. But lately, I've been into the potions that attune just to yourself. And those potions are actually half the price of regular potions. And
like what kind of potion?
I have many variety. Well, there's healing, there's greater healing, superior healing, there's growth. I gotta look at all the potions.
Do you have invisibility potions?
Invisibility. Hey, don't look on NPCs for potions, because that won't work. Just saying. I'm like, how come there's no potions? Is there such a thing as an... Oh, yes! Yes, I've got indivisibility potions.
Indivisibility.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Indivisibility.
I'd like to be indivisible. Thank you.
Yay! I can't be
He's
drawn
like-
and quartered.
He's like, I got 4 potions of that. Are you interested in that? I got invulnerability.
What are your prices?
I got lightning resistance. I got
Hi.
mind reading.
Mind
got
reading
I got
or
hill
resistance to mind
hill
reading?
giant strength. I got. I already told you healings. The frost giant strength. Oh, I got 1 potion of flying left, and he goes and looks at all his boxes. He's looking inside it and stuff.
What are your prices, old man?
It depends what you want. You tell me what you want, and then I will give you a price.
What do you
Tell me
think?
about your invisibility.
Invisibility. Let's go see. Oh, I don't have any regular ones, but I do have. Oh yes. Oh, these are quite expensive. You know, it's not normal magic. So
It's not normal magic, but you're so good at this that I would expect you can
Yes.
just churn them out.
you're right. So regular going price of invisibility potion is 5,000 gold pieces, but for this, because it requires attunement, it is 2,500.
Interesting.
Yes,
It's
It
very
is-
interesting.
quite a deal.
How many people do you have who purchase such things from you?
Well, these are much rarer potions. Not so many people purchase those. Not so much on the road. In Waterdeep, yes. But I keep them with me because, you know, not only are they useful for others, they're useful for me when you travel alone.
See, I knew it. I knew that you whip these up so fast. You must have a pretty healthy profit margin on that.
The components it takes cost quite a bit.
But I feel like you've got your ways, don't you?
What do you mean, my ways?
I mean, you have your ways of getting things. I mean, you had a bit of a reputation in Waterdeep. I know.
Yes, I go through Aura's whole catalog, and I go to one of their shops, and they usually can whip anything up.
Yeah.
Are you from Waterdeep?
Originally, yes.
Oh, so you know about the Aura's. I think it's Aura's catalog. I can't remember the name of it, but their shops. They're like a chain in Waterdeep that there's no items in the place, and you order it, and then they magically whip it up, basically.
It's the Amazon of magic.
Yeah, basically.
How does he have his wares displayed?
So they're all in a cart. There's they're only blocked by the doors, but they're fastened so that they don't roll around and stuff like that. But it's a very nice display. It's all different colors. There's different vials and different colors and such.
I walked away from a training ground.
You did.
So
Some
you walked
thief
away
you are.
from what? So what all does he have besides he has potions and he has
I've got why
Items
don't you write this down?
yes, thank you.
Yes, good idea.
Does he lift them out as he shows them?
Well, he kind of points them out, so he doesn't lift them out. He just over here I got this and that, and he kind of goes around the whole cart too. So he does leave them open, if that's what you're wondering.
That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, he's so sneaky.
So I'd like to use my mage hand on this.
I'll go around the back of the cart.
Exactly.
Okay.
I have one
can
of
you-
those.
Can you make your roll, please? Your mage hand is invisible. It can get advantage on its sneak, or no, it's sleight of hand. That's what it needs. Because it
I
is
have
invisible.
one of those.
Do you want that?
Yours
Natalia?
is not invisible.
Well, no.
And you can't pick pockets with it, but he can because or she can. Yes, of course in the tower. Okay, as your mage hand goes around, all of a sudden you hear in his voice, do not take my potions, they're only for sale. And he kind of looks around, and he looks, alright, who was doing that?
There's children around here. Are you sure that you should have children running around looking at your wares, sir?
I don't know. Can you roll a deception with disadvantage? Nice. That's disadvantage. Double 19s. That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh shit.
I told you because you're probably gonna make it. Alright, yeah. And he kind of looks around and he's like, it must have ran off somewhere. Alright.
They're sneaky in this town, so...
As you know, you can't take anything. Everything is all magicked up, and of course, I don't... Damn kids! Anyways.
So I would like the list again of what his items that he has.
Potion of acid resistance.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're going to list me off all the potions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really want to...
No, that's fine.
You can just say anything you want, and then I'll tell you what you might have that's similar to it. You can do that. So,
I don't know.
Potions of acid resistance is... it's going to be half price. Normal price is 500. Potion of clairvoyance. Normal price is 5,000. Half price is 200 and 2,500. Basically allows you to cast clairvoyance. She has multiple potions of climbing. Those are 50 gold. That's half off. So.
Climbing?
Yes. He doesn't have Cloud Giant. He's got...
Frost Giant.
Yes, Frost Giant. Let's see how much that is. That's 2,500.
They're expensive. I don't have that much money.
These are, you know this as being pretty normal prices for these types of potions.
I just don't have that much money.
What other wares does he sell besides the potions?
As a group, let me see what you guys have.
Well, sure, but...
I have a lot I can trade him. It depends on what he sells.
Yeah, as a group, you guys have.
As a community, I can't imagine he's going to have many people buying shit.
They don't have that kind of money.
He has the cheap potions. He's like, honestly, I make all my money off of the cheap potions, and not so much these, but you're asking what I have, I tell you. He's got the greater. Greater would be 250.
Oh, yeah, the healing.
Yes, that's where he makes most of his money. 25 for healing. But they only work with the one person. He has a potion of heroism, which is... that one is 500. Invisibility, that one's really expensive. Very rare items. Lightning resistance. That is 250.
What about haste?
Haste. Let's see. Do I have haste? Potion of speed. Is that? Yes, potion of speed. That's what you're talking about, I think. This is quite rare. I don't even know if I have it. Let me check. Oh, what do you know? I got one back here, because I roll. Good. It's 10%, and you nailed it right away, so... I have one potion. It is... Ooh, it's quite pricey. 3,000. That's what the happen. Haste is awesome for fighters. It's basically 2 attack actions. It's fucking crazy. So... And then...
Hint.
Yeah, it is really good. Yeah, some of these are definitely really good. Oh, then I got the potion of mind reading, which is... What is that? Detect thoughts.
I already get it.
Nobody needs that.
Yeah.
He's got looking for the cheaper ones. Does he have potion of flying? Let's see. I don't know.
Yeah, he had
Oh my
one.
god. He's got. Oh yeah, that's right. He did have one. I got a potion of flying, and that is 2,500.
Thanks.
So you got to remember when you take these are like spells that normally cost concentration, but they don't because it's
So
potion,
I could use them and then be casting. So what else does he sell
That's
besides
awesome.
potions?
I sell various trinkets with some magical properties, but there are very minor things. Perhaps you'd like.
So nothing dealing with spells or magic.
Well, then
other than
trinkets.
the potions. Like what kind of trinkets are we talking?
The good kind. Damn it! I might have to look it up online. I don't know where that table is. Wait. Let's see. Nope. Here I've got a mirror that makes you always look in your best light. So it's a mirror that always makes you look good, your face clean, basically. Oh, those wouldn't be exactly what I want, but I got a coat here that always keeps you dry. And a little bit of magic and a little bit of special oil I made. It's got a. I have this. Oh, this is a strange one. You might like this. A bottle of invisible ink that can only be read at sunset.
Interesting.
That's good. The children really like that one. Oh, this one's quite creepy. Some people say that it's from a vampire, but I bought it from some dwarf down on the dock many years ago. This one is a lock that opens when blood is dripped into the keyhole.
Oh my!
Yes, it's quite good. Everyone tries to open the lock.
Anyone's blood or just the blood of the person who owns it?
Yes, anyone's blood.
Still,
well,
like,
if you had something you wanted to be hidden.
Yeah, and if somebody did not know to do that.
Yes, it is. I haven't been able to sell it because it creeps everyone out, and I
except for demon.
I use it from time to time. Yes, except for demon. But if you have a demon getting into your stuff, you might want to give it to them. Oh, yes, all these weird kind of stuff sell quite well, especially with the people. But I have this wig from a famous lord executed on the day when all the lords were assassinated.
Oops.
He tells you a lord of Waterdeep. I don't know their name right now because I can't remember. But here's another one. Oh, this is kind of creepy. It's an unopened letter from a dying father. I don't know why these sell, but people have some sick interest,
So, my friend, how often do you get back to Waterdeep? Do you go there to replenish your supplies ever? Do you go there for trade?
Well, normally when people are asking me such questions, I get a little nervous and afraid they're going to jump me. But you seem truthful, right? Can you make a persuasion check?
Oh.
So he goes on with the various trinkets that are generally they're sort of dark and kind of creepy. Most of his magical ones, but he tells you those are the ones that really sell well. Oh,
Well,
and also I have, you might like this, I have the thief trap. You put this in your pocket, someone puts their hand in there, the trap goes off, and it flicks them like this. It's sort of like a mouse trap kind of thing, but smaller. It's magically enhanced to go in anyone trying to pickpocket you.
so I myself have a few items that perhaps you may find quite valuable, and especially if you have the opportunity to travel back to Waterdeep at times, you may be able to make a large sum on some of them.
All right.
Perhaps I would be willing to trade some of them to you for some of your homemade potions.
Well, yes, I do that as long as I have the room to carry it, then I should. But let me see these items. He goes out and pulls out some glasses.
Okay. So I am going to first, I have a couple of. So the first thing I'm really concerned about is I have this, the Necro spellbook. I have already copied all of my spells from it. I do not really need it for anything. However, it is incredibly valuable. And it seems to be along the lines of the magic items that you tend to have.
You said Necro spellbook?
I do.
This. So are you a caster, or did you just come across this?
I happened to come across it in my travels. I am capable of casting them. However, it is not particularly within my specialties.
Oh.
But it is incredibly valuable, so I am not terribly inclined to part with it, except for the right price.
All right.
But I think someone of your expertise may be able to find a greater value in it than even I can.
Yes. All right. So you give it to him.
I will. Yeah.
He sets it down.
Yeah.
He starts slumming through it. Oh yes, this is indeed magic. Yeah, it took me time to copy it down, but I do have that one. I got that one. I got that one. Oh, this is good. I don't have this. What is this? I gotta look at your spellbook. He's probably gonna have the more common stuff, but the uncommon stuff then he won't.
Yes. Well, and you understand as well that the book itself as the whole is very valuable rather than it piecemeal. So you could easily find, I believe, a well-skilled mage who might be interested in the spells.
250, 250. He starts calculating numbers in his head. He just kind of ignores you.
Right.
250, 250. Okay, I can only use about 4 spells from this spell book, which I would love to get from you and copy, and I will give you credit of, let us say, 700 gold piece credit.
I'm not sure. The book itself on the whole, I'm not necessarily prepared to divvy it up. As its whole value, I think it is worth at least 3,000 gold. I could take this on my own and I could sell it as it is.
Yeah, Vhajjharma, did you have a buyer up in, what was that? The town up north? They were giving you at least 2,700 for that was the offer.
Yes. But okay. it would save me the trip.
Can you
I would be willing
a deception check to try to sell this to him?
Alright.
I was trying to give her help.
Yeah, you get advantage. Yeah. I totally got it. I rather you guys give help that way than say, "Oh, I'm just going to give advantage." It's much more fun.
Deception. Here we go.
Yes. You should be good at this, actually.
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to get my dice to work properly.
Yeah. Not good at rolling dice, but good at
no,
the actual skill.
No, I'm not.
Oh, let me think about that. What did I do with this kid? Of course I got rid of this fucking... What an asshole.
You know, I suppose I would have to see. Criella, you know, were you really interested in some of these things, or, you
Yes,
know,
let me think
I
about it.
mean, really, there are a couple of things I could use, but my friend here, you know, but
Yeah, I mean,
it really,
they're a little high, really.
let me think about that. Do you have anything else to trade?
well, I do have a couple of potions of heroism. Now, I know that you make your own. However, at the price point that you are selling yours, this would save you the ingredients and the time
Of heroism?
of heroism. That would add at
By
least
the way,
another
those are very good
1,000
potions. Just to let you
gold
know.
pieces in trade.
Wait.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
Okay.
great with some things, so
Potions. I can give you 2,000 for a potion of heroism. Of course, that is not ones that require attunement, right?
correct.
Right.
They are just general use.
I can
So,
give you 2,000.
so more valuable. 2,000 for a potion of heroism.
Of course, I have to check them, and that will take time.
Of course, I'll hand him one of them.
Okay.
You know, I'll be willing. I suppose I could be willing to part with one of them. You know, if Criella really had something that she really wanted. You know, only if the price of the book is satisfactory. I suppose it would have to work together for everyone.
Yes.
True.
Let me see. Kepka lights it. He takes 10 minutes to cast his spell, and if there's anything else you guys want to sell him, you might want to do that too. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. He'll just do it again.
I mean, I have these scrolls, but they're really not.
Right. Yes, this checks out. It is as you say. Interesting. He smells
So,
it.
you know, I mean, I would
smell.
say, you know, I guess I would be interested to know, you know, what sort of thing Criella is interested in as well. We would, you know, there are some things that I could use, I suppose, on a regular day to save me from having to cast a spell at any given time.
I tell you,
know,
what,
my energy is valuable.
I tell you what, I give you for this, which give you 2,000 for this potion, and another we'll make it 1,200 for the spell book. But I can't go any higher. I've already
so 3,200 in trade.
Yes, just for these two items.
For the two items.
You gotta remember, I need to make profit too.
Sure. So, Criella, what do you think? Is there something you had your eye on?
Well, there are several things. I do think that the speed potion would help Malichor in many ways. That was mainly the one I found the most advantage in.
The haste potion?
Yeah.
So what was the price on that one again?
He had it marked up.
2,500.
What was it?
2,500.
That's pretty steep. That really doesn't give us much leeway for other things, you know.
If it were 2,600,
I was really hoping, you know, to get something like the clairvoyance potion, you know, that's sort of something that I would utilize. I mean, but you know, this really is something for the group of us, but I would hate to part with my spell book and not really receive anything for me personally in return. Is there something we can work out? We have 3,200 in credits. And we're looking at two potions in particular that might be a little steeper than what we're really able to.
Those potions go for 2,500 a piece. I mean, that's look, I could part with them for 4,000.
Now, see, I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair.
So we have the 3,200 in trade and another 800 in gold.
But only if you all buy some maybe cheaper potions with it. Potions of healing.
You know, I
Everyone
could
needs
probably
that.
use. I could probably use a potion of climbing or two.
Yeah, I could go
yes.
for
Yes.
I am a bit heavier than some. It would really help me to not have to labor on some of these adventures.
Basically, what that does is that your climbing speed is the same as
Speed
your
is-
walking instead of half your
Yeah.
speed. And
Yeah.
during that time, you have advantage on your strength checks to climb. So yeah, this is useful for an hour.
Well, and for me, and I'm heavy and kind of clumsy.
Right.
I'm not very fast.
Those.
So
I'll charge you full price for those, but they're cheap. 50 for per climbing.
50. So if I could have maybe 3 of the climbing potions.
And how much is your greater healing?
I have a total of 4 climbing potions. Or yes, you can have 3. My potions of healing are 25.
What
the
about your
ones
greater
the ones
healing?
that attune to yourself, I do have many regular.
What's the
Yes.
what's the bump up from the regular healing?
It's
The greater and
50
superior.
apiece. Oh, I see. There are people that like to stay alive. So do I.
Yes, the greater healing. Those are the ones that are attuned to each individual or not.
So you're gonna put attuned or not when you get these. If you get them. Potion of healing. It goes for a 25. Potion of other kind of healing. As soon as I find it. Greater healing is the next step up. That goes for 250.
Are those attuned or not attuned?
Those are for attuned. The double price for not attuned. These are
So
regular
500
prices.
for not attuned.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive for not attuned.
250 for attuned. Should we each? I think we should get a potion of greater healing for each of us attuned to each of us, so we each will have one.
I think that's a good idea.
Do you agree? So another 1,000 gold pieces. So we're looking at the 3,200 in trade, the 800 additional gold for the 2 potions, 150 for the 3 potions of climbing, and then an additional 1,000 for the potions of greater healing for each. Do I have everything?
Yes, that sounds right.
Okay, so 8,950. So are we looking at what? Additional 1950
Plus the
plus
trade items.
4. Yeah, the traded items. So the traded items and 1950 gold pieces.
Okay.
Right?
Just mark that off if you can.
Okay.
All right. That is a deal. And I think it's time for a vacation.
Where are we getting this kind of money?
What do you
We've
mean?
got it in our party sheet.
Mm,
We got to spend it on something.
Okay, so where are we?
Yes, what are you, Scrooge?
I'm not doing good with all the math and the, the
how many potions of greater healing you getting? 4, right? That's
4.
1,000. How
It's
many
1,000. No,
how
I
many-
mean just the conversion rate for whatever these things are.
Yeah.
That's the math, the conversion rate.
Oh, well, it's just gold, so.
Yeah, we've got it in electron.
But we've got it in lots of different forms.
Yeah, electron are 5. Every 5 is a gold. Platinum pieces is every
10 to 1.
Yeah, 10 to 1.
Oh,
Silver
so
pieces is 10 to 1. Copper pieces is like 100 to 1.
So should we add
and there's gems you guys have
yeah.
that are being spent. There's like statues.
So the platinum pays for half of it, right?
There's a bunch of art shit. Why don't you guys sell your art shit so you don't have to carry that around?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. We'll do that first, so right? So someone write this down. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Small gold bracelet, 25 gold.
Okay.
Gone. Silver ewer, 25
Yeah, that was
gold.
25.
There's a scroll of Ray of Frost. Do you want that? It's only worth like 37 gold.
No, she has it.
Scroll of
it's-
Ray of
yeah,
Frost.
Okay.
I do have it.
Don't
Yeah,
you have Ray of Frost?
It's a cantrip, so it's worth 37 gold. It's not worth much.
Oh, I don't know if I have
Scroll identify. You're probably gonna keep. I'm gonna guess maybe.
Yeah.
it. Where's all that?
It's in the
Sign
party
our-
sheet.
Oh. Well, what the?
Saddlebag leather. 4 gold. We'll just get rid of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna give you straight prices for these. 40 gold for priestly vestments.
Okay.
We've had those forever.
Yeah.
You probably keep the pouch. Yeah, you had. You might as well just clean all this shit out. Gold locket with a portrait inside. 25 gold.
Yep.
Gold bracelet. 30 gold. Embroidered silk handkerchief. 25. If anyone needs to keep these, just let me know, and then we won't. Obviously, we'll sell it. And then 2 copper chalice with silver filigree, which is 25 gold. So there's 2 of those, so that'd be 50 total on that. Carved bone statue, 2 of those for 25 gold. There's 10 blue
Agates.
Yeah, agates, 10 gold a piece. Or no, there's 15 blue agates for 10 gold a piece. So that's 150. And then you got agates. 6 of those are 10 a piece. So another 60. So what's the total on that? And then I'll just get rid of all that. I'll wait to delete it though until we figure out.
521.
521. You have 420 platinum and platinum pieces for gold.
Yep.
And then you have 5,021. You only need, so that's enough. 500. Oh, almost enough.
Let's use the copper first.
I mean, I think you guys have valuables on yourselves also.
We do.
You can put some of that in.
I'll pitch in. What do we got here? I will pay for my own healing potion. That's fine.
Okay, so 250.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only carry like 10 gold on me, as I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I carry all the gold.
We're buying
Well,
one for you. You're welcome.
Technically, you carry
Not like
everything
you
on you.
ever can get hurt anyway, but
You carry everything on you because you're that person.
So 248. If somebody else has 248 gold, they can chip in for their own healing potion. That's it.
Yeah, that would cover it. So that'd be all the platinum then.
Yep.
You guys, if you want, he'll exchange the silver and copper for you for higher.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just get it all into gold.
Yeah. So silver, I'm just gonna do it right now.
It'll be 240 gold.
Yeah.
And 37 gold, right?
40. So that's 761. So no more silver. So you don't have to carry those big things. And then 37 gold for copper.
Yep.
Copper is such a, I don't want to say waste. I just want to say
Oh,
heavy.
I mean, yeah, right.
798. And then electrum pieces.
Oh, in
It's half 220.
add the 100 gold that we got from the town, and I'll take it off my body.
oh yeah, that they just rewarded us with.
220 plus 150 is 370.
How do we get these things into our inventory?
They're under inventory.
Yeah.
I mean, I
the
can
party
type
sheet.
them in, but on the party sheet.
You drag it. You drag the dragon head to your inventory, but you're selling all these things, so you don't really need it. So I'm just getting rid of it.
No, I'm just trying to get, because the potions aren't they attuned to us, so they have to be on.
Yes, you're gonna write attuned potion, so you know. But just a sec. So let me clear all this shit out. I will probably just add the potions to your sheet.
Okay.
As you need them. I mean, yeah. You don't sell the drift globe.
No.
No.
Nope.
No, thank you.
We'll say your birds were loaded up with all this shit. There, that clears out a lot of your stuff. And then you need to get rid of all the... So you need... What that was 500. So you need like... What is it? 1,400 more. You did the 250. So that's like maybe 1,200 more. So you can just get rid of all your gold if you want to keep the platinum. Well, you'll need gold, so...
I threw in 250 from my own stash.
Yeah, counted that. So you need about 1,200 more of what you have there in your gold. You guys can take it away however you want. I'll let you do it. So.
Wait, what?
You need about 1,200. I think it's under. So, out of the gold that I just converted. I converted all the gold so that you guys can just take it away however you want. Either from the platinum or the gold pieces. Obviously that's like 420 gold pieces of platinum. You might want to keep a little bit of both so you have less gold you're carrying, but you have some, because gold you...
let's use 800 gold and 20 platinum then, right?
That's the 1,000.
Oh.
That's 1,000.
Well, 1,100 gold. And 30 platinum.
Okay.
We're not quite poppers.
Well, it's okay. Potions are going to be useful anyways. I mean, they still take an action to do it, but they're great.
But they last through.
All right. After some calculations, we got this all settled. Oh, you're gonna need this. He goes by getting some potions. He gets his alchemy set out, and he gets some scissors, and he gets a razor blade and a dagger. He's like, all right. So this is how this works. For me to attune it, I need a piece from you. And put it in here. And don't worry, it can be as simple as an eyelash or just a hair or two. 3 hairs are best for it to work on the first try. It can be toenails.
It goes into the potion?
Some people I have to do... Yes, I put it in the potion and it is attuned to you. After I
probably won't use a toenail if I have to drink it later.
Oh no, it gets dissolved. The magic dissolves it inside, but
I still would know.
I've been told. People have told me that there are sometimes chunks, but that's just to go with potions.
I have plenty of hair. You can have.
I will go with hair.
All right. Good. He goes and gets his scissors and he goes cuts it.
Vhajjharma, do you have hair?
I have hair.
Yeah.
I look mostly humanoid.
Oh, okay.
So he cuts all your hair.
I just have shiny, scaly type.
I will give, since Kevril's not here, I'll let him decide if he wants to, if that's what he would do, but we're going to assume that's what he does, so. Do you guys all do it, right?
No.
I
don't want it attuned to me.
Alright, well you guys will have that extra potion. You guys can attune it to whoever you want, but he has to do it, so.
So, are you just going to keep it, Malichor?
Oh, I already have 2. We can just keep it in the group. Whoever needs it in the group.
But that's not the way it works. See, these potions are half off because it attunes to you, and only to you.
Attune it to someone else. I don't need your fucking potion.
Alright, who wants this potion?
Alright, I will take it.
Alright.
I am the squishiest.
What is your name, pretty lady?
Don't give me your name.
My name is Rose.
Rose! Pretty as a rose. And do you cast magic? Because if you cast magic, then if you ever need more, you could always cast... I don't know if you can... It's very high level, but sending... You can contact me from anywhere.
I will look into it. It is a hobby of mine. I'm not sure that I'm quite as advanced as you are.
Oh, wait. You know, I do have spells available.
Like what kind? We've already been through. I think we have
Yeah.
used all of
your
our
money,
money
okay.
for today.
Alright. Next time, maybe. Anyways, he goes and cuts your hair. He goes and starts... he lights up the alchemy thing. And Motif comes walking by. Walks up to you guys. He likes to watch this, so...
Is this a little dude?
Oh, and he looks down. Yeah, this is the guy. His name is Motif. He walks up to watch what's going on. Basically, the guy sets up this alchemy thing. He puts some stuff down. A big fire comes up, and it looks really, really cool. And you guys get the feeling, you know, some of that is maybe for show, you know, for customers that buy stuff. Anyone can roll a if you have alchemy set, you can roll that with advantage, or you can roll Arcana check if you want to see what he's doing is real.
Yes, I will roll Arcana. I'm interested.
Yeah, I would not know.
I want to pull Motif to the side and have a chat with him.
Yeah. So you see all this like fire going up, and he takes the hair. Finally, at the end, he brings it in, and whoosh! This big thing of fire comes up, and he's like, "Oh, it's a potion of great healing." He hands it off, and he just keeps working, as he's going. From what you can tell, this is definitely beyond your skills, your skill set. So, you do believe there is some magic indication in there, but it is definitely beyond your skill set. So, I mean, he is using an alchemy lab, and I don't think you're proficient in alchemy, are you? So,
not really.
But anyone else is welcome to roll. You go over to Motif, and he's sitting there just watching. He's like, "Whoa! Oh! So, wow." And he kind of looks up to you, and are you just, like, standing in front of him?
Yes.
Like a big beast.
I'm practicing some of the new skills I've learned from Criella.
Hello?
Child.
Charisma skills, apparently.
Hi, my name is Motif. How are you?
Motif.
Oh, I just love watching this.
Stop talking.
What?
I need.
He pushes up his glasses. What? His nose is running.
You need a Kleenex. Here's my. I rub my jerkin across his nose.
It's all fur, and as you do, he's like, "Oh, thanks." He's like, achoo! Oh.
Who's been in town from Uthgardt Keep lately, Motif?
What? Well, wait a minute. Wait, I would like to watch this, but I can never
answer my question.
I will always
answer my question.
No. He points at his booth. It says information, and then it has.
Yes, I understand.
It has copper piece on there.
Yeah, I understand what this is. Just answer my question.
Do you want to roll intimidation?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you wearing that cloak?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. Jesus. He got 20, but he still doesn't beat you. Funny, right? That's funny. What? What?
Who's been down here from Uthgardt Keep recently?
Am I still? I want to go. Is this guy done with my potion or what? Can I get it?
No, he's still doing that stuff. Marc's doing this on the side. You guys are busy. He doesn't even care, right? He forego it. You guys are helping this guy grab potions. You have a feeling that he might just drop them because he's so busy with what he's doing. So, he's like, what do you mean recently?
Look, Motif. I know you know Criella. From before. Helen. I know you know things. I need to know what you know. Tell me who's come down from Uthgardt Keep.
I mean, if you're talking about Schroller,
Yes. Anything you can tell me about who you trade with and who comes down, I need to know.
we don't trade with them, but
What do they do?
They're gone. They're no more.
Since when?
Well, since Criella and he goes.
Helen.
I mean Helen. And Kevril came down and took care of them.
Whoops.
When was that?
I don't know. When was it? I don't even know. I don't remember. Some days ago.
It was like, yeah.
I'm surprised this information was not part of a good story upon the return.
What?
It is a secret.
Hey, I'm trying to gather information.
Yeah, you're doing it the only way you can, which is through intimidation.
When did this stop?
You know, this
Motif.
isn't fun anymore. I kind of want
what was being traded from Riverguard?
Well, nothing really. They were in town and they bullied everyone here in town.
I understand that.
They actually took from us
Okay, what did they take?
whatever they could get their hands on.
Okay.
George is fishing. He goes through a list of like just
Okay.
Bernay items. The food.
Who in town was supposed to be protecting you that hasn't? What's the deal with this priest? Why wasn't he in town?
Well, he was in town. I mean,
No.
the priest got bullied too.
Yes, but recently, what? He just came back.
Yeah, I mean,
He wasn't here during the attack,
and
and you had people die, and he wasn't here. What's his deal?
No, mister, I didn't do anything. He starts crying.
I know you didn't do anything, but you know things. We need to know what you know.
Okay, you guys can roll perception checks to see if you notice Malichor harassing a child. No.
My perception is pretty poor.
I told you everything I know. It was, I don't know, 10 days ago, maybe more.
Is there anything that you want us to know that we can help you with that hasn't been discussed yet?
I already told you. I normally charge, but you're so mean.
Here's a gold. Tell me what I want to know.
He goes. It goes on the floor. Like he puts it in his hand. He looks down on it. He's like, I don't want it now.
Do any of us notice that Malichor is over there?
Give it to your
Criella
parents.
notices. I don't.
Criella? I don't notice.
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
No, good heavens gracious. I guess
Absolutely not.
over there.
You know what? I'm gonna go back to my booth now. Bye.
You have to get better at your job, Motif. Then I'll walk away.
Alright. You walk over.
Then I'll smile at Krill and give him a thumbs up.
He runs away.
Skills!
Oh my god.
And I'm just oblivious.
For a while.
What?
Go console him.
Yeah.
He's like, that man you hang out with is mean.
Yeah, he does that. I'm sorry.
I don't like him.
He's kind of an acquired taste.
He's not like Schroller, is he?
No. He actually fights to protect people. He doesn't steal and hurt people unless they're bad people.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go home. I got a book to read.
Is it a good book?
Yeah, it's okay. It's Lords of the Gings.
Is it fiction or non-fiction?
Oh, it's fiction, yeah. It's
Okay.
about magic will take over the world. It's great.
It's metafiction.
Yeah.
I get his address because I might have the book sold and I'll send him something.
What's that?
I'll get his address.
Can you roll persuasion to get it? You can roll with advantage. But with it being intimidated and all shitty, you can roll it regular.
All right. Nope, that's religion.
Having bad friends and all. Oh, wow, they had this cool thing. Look at, I can, wait. Oh, no. Damn it. I thought so. They have this thing saying it has the eyeball crossed. I thought maybe I could hit it and then show you the roll, but no, it's not that cool. All right. I live right over there. He points out, a hut house over by the out on the farmyard.
Okay. If I come across any good books in my travels, I'll send them your way.
Oh, really?
I will.
That would be
You're
much
good.
appreciated. Thank you. He goes walking away. He's a little bit more cheerful. So so anyways, you guys get the potions. They do all the stuff in the potions and you get it except for Malichor. So what potions did you buy?
So on the party sheet, Malichor has 621 potions of healing.
That's not gonna work so well. He's still in red large because he can't move.
Right.
Because it's so heavy.
Feeling them all.
Where does it say that?
Under the party
I think
inventory.
that's number. That's not the mount.
It says number 621, and then
I think that's
underneath
number...
it says 1, and I have 1. I'm telling you, it says 621.
Going down to where it says potion healing.
Potion healing, 621.
On what, the party sheet or the what?
Malichor, yeah, under the party inventory.
In the lower right.
621 potion healing.
I still don't see it.
And where are the potions of climbing that I bought and my clairvoyance?
Coins carried by... What is this? Is this refresh? Rebuild party inventory. Maybe I have to hit that. Hope this doesn't do anything. Shouldn't. Alright.
And there should be only 1 potion of heroism because I traded 1.
Can you guys actually get them from the item list?
No. Well, I can't. I can't say nobody can because
what?
My stuff is
I
not...
don't see the potions on his character sheet, so I don't know where. I see 8 potions.
It's just
of
in the
healing.
party sheet, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But if they're not in his character sheet, then it's...
Marc, you're on mute, so I don't know if you're trying to talk to people.
You mute it yourself. Yeah, there's nothing on there that has it, so you might want to try to refresh the... There's a little refresh button on party.
No, you took care of it. I got 2 on my sheet, and then you took care of the party sheet. Yep.
Yeah, I don't see it on there, but
Okay, so I should have... So, but... Okay,
what
so...
potions did you get?
I got 3 potions of climbing.
Yep.
And a potion of clairvoyance.
You took all 3 for yourself, or are you gonna?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, for me. I'm the slowest of the 4 of us.
That's fine.
I don't need
Just for climbing. Did it say unidentified potion? Wait a minute. Let me do this the right way.
Oh, there's one here that showed up. I have 3 of them.
Does it say potion of climbing?
Yep.
Does it?
That
Okay,
one came
cool.
up.
Yeah.
I have 1 potion of greater healing, but then I have the other one that's attuned to me that we just bought.
Those potions of climbing, are you buying regular ones or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, those are double price. I think you bought them half price.
I thought you were buying tuned ones because you were using it.
They
were 50.
They were 50 apiece.
Yeah. And then I have a potion of greater healing already, but I need the attuned one and the clairvoyance.
Just write the one you have on there as attuned, and then I'll put one on there.
How do I just put it on the...
Yeah, you can just type it. Just type it on the tune.
Type it in the sheet.
Okay. Don't do it next to the name. What is that? I don't know.
Oh, I did it wrong. Where did it go? Oh, it put it at the top. It doesn't really matter. Location attuned. Whatever.
Yeah. But it's attuned only to yourself, so.
Yeah. And then the other one.
The other thing that we have to start thinking about
Boo.
is
Okay. It did it twice on there, so just put it put one and just make another slot, and then write in potion of healing attuned.
Where did it do it twice? What am I
It
looking
put
at?
2 onto your greater. It put 2 onto your greater potion of healing.
Oh.
So just
Okay.
put that at 1 and just write it. You can write it in the slot. There's empty slots in there. So it's going to be the same amount as a regular one, so it's fine.
If I just type it in, it doesn't give me the details to it.
But you can look at the other one.
Super matters.
Yeah,
I mean, not that really matters.
We all know it's 4×4 plus 8.
Okay. And then the clairvoyance one.
Clairvoyance. Did you really want clairvoyance? Because I think you can already do that.
No, I can't already do that.
She can do the mind
spell. Yeah, clairvoyance is a good one. Did you read the spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Potion of clairvoyance.
You know, I only had the 3 minutes to study all of them and figure it out, but
the other thing we have to start figuring out is how we were tracked here, or trapped.
I don't know.
And what we're gonna do about
So you guys got the cell. He's very happy. He's like, I'm gonna go take a lunch. Thank you very much. He puts on a big show when he does it. And he gives you a wooden coin with his face on it.
I don't see my
A
clairvoyance
stamp of
potion.
his face. I threw it in there, but it's probably not identified potion or something. Maybe? I don't know. Potion of healing, heroism.
No.
Potion. Okay.
Oh, is that just the one potion? Just says potion.
Probably.
With an unsettling eyeball floating in it. Oh, there it goes.
Yes.
That was it. An unsettling eyeball. I gotta
Yeah.
drink an eyeball.
Yeah.
Grody.
Fucking potions, man.
I'll see you guys.
Alright, so anyways, you guys are done with that. You guys got your reward from the town. We talked to Motif. Scared him.
Yeah.
And now you guys go back to
Red Larch.
Yeah, do you guys your
Wait
animals are
for my
totally
spells
rested?
to come in.
Do you fly quick?
No, I would guess we want to get back to Red Larch because we only have a couple days before that fucking druid ritual takes place. We haven't even done any recon in the Scarlet.
Holy jeez.
The Scarlet Moon.
Alright already. Good grief.
And I gotta feed Beauregard.
Alright, so
I have a fucking bear.
So
you have a bear and I have a bunny.
Well, I need you guys to roll for your animals' constitution checks. You have to make a constitution save of 10.
Just roll a 20.
Well, if you can, do you have a vulture up?
Boom.
What it does.
Aww, how come you roll so good?
He always does. He's like Aaron rolls fucking good every fucking time. Like seriously. So +1 for the.
Ouch. Well,
wait, for what? For animals? For our birds?
Yeah,
we're rolling for our
you're
birds?
going double speed, so.
So you get
sorry guys. There. I guess we could have just went regular, but.
Wait, what?
Fine. Constitution check. Who rolled that?
Criella and Oh, you rolled it for your rabbit.
I know. That's when I pull up the NPCs though, vulture doesn't show up.
You can search for
it. Should be. Yeah,
I searched for it.
Okay.
God, nobody believes that I can read shit. I typed it in.
Make sure you're on NPCs group all.
I am on all of that.
Anyways, it's +1. Who rolled the constitution check for bird number 1?
Well, we have one.
Not me, because I can't roll shit.
We have one hippogriff and 2 vultures, right?
Yeah, one. Yeah, you guys got to tell me who you're rolling for. Just roll.
Well, I'm riding the hippogriff.
You rolled a 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on a vulture.
All right, the vulture
But
missed
I can't. What's
So
that?
the vulture gets a level of exhaustion. And you got to roll again. One more time.
I can't roll it at all.
Just roll a 20-sider. They both get +1, so there you go.
See, this is my...
Your bird is very exhausted. You will not
Okay, my bird...
Yeah, you're probably not going to want to take
down.
If you guys go out anywhere, you're not going to want to take the vulture again.
I want to sleep.
So you guys get back to the nice sleepy town of Red Larch. It is a... Oops. It is a nice town. Nice and sleepy. Wait a minute. Daytime music. So when you get back, you hear or you see everyone. You see the kids playing in the town, running around. Today it's a nice, pretty warm day. About 85 degrees out. There's a nice breeze. There's a lot of dandelion, the floaty things, the dandelions in there floating around.
The pups.
Yeah, which cause allergies for me, but you can see there's a couple
You
birds.
can make wishes on them.
Birds flying in the air, and some kids run past your feet. And as you guys come into town, you see Halbrook right outside the Swinging Sword talking to Kalissa. And they see you guys walk up. I'm guessing you come there. So.
Yes.
And,
we need to talk to Halbrook and
he goes and looks over. He goes over and looks over there, and he's like, "Speak of the devil."
Uh-oh.
Now what?
Hopefully not a resident devil, and I'll kind of point.
He's like, yeah, yes, Kalissa, that's what we can discuss that later. I need to talk to them. And Kalissa goes, oh, hello. You're looking good, Malichor.
You too, baby.
Oh, she blushes. And she goes in. I got work to do. See you later. She goes in. And Halbrook goes, come with me.
Oh boy.
And he walks over to the jail, which there is nobody currently in the jail. You can see that I think that guy got out, so...
He's gonna put us in there?
No, there's a hole in the back of the jail where someone escaped, if I remember. That is, you can see is in the middle of repair. You guys knew about that. I think Mouth escaped, right?
Mouth, right?
Yeah. Escaped. And he comes into the jail. There's like a little table there. And he says, well, I brought you in here for serious matters. Joking. Actually, I mean semi-serious. I talked to the Harpers. You are all accepted as Harpers.
Oh, I was gonna say, they don't want you.
So this is where you make a pledge to the Harpers. Put up your right hand. Say, come on, you want to be a Harper, you have to do it.
I'm all in.
You wanted to be a Harper, I put in your word, you don't want to do it now, Vhajjharma.
Oh, am I the only one who's not actually?
Yeah, you guys said you wanted to be a Harper, so you guys all agreed to it. And he had to go put in word. Harpers are a network of secret spies that try to do good in the realms, basically. Alright. Say, I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear.
On all parts Fuck this. He goes in his pouch and he puts down the 4 metal pins. They look like a harp. He's like, this is to signify you're in Harper. It has some kind of magic on it. People are able to tell. You should wear it.
Okay.
At all times, if possible.
It has magic on it?
Yes.
Can I identify what kind of magic it is?
When you cast Detect Magic, it comes up with 3 types of magic, but it's not. It has a fragment on it so that people can tell it's real, basically. That you're an actual harper, not just, you made the pin. It actually has all types of magic on it. That's infused with, but it's nothing. It does nothing magical.
It's not magical. It's just there for.
Yeah, so you can't fake it, basically, or harder to fake it, I should say. He says, "Being harpers, so there are benefits. I did tell you about that. Let me get the cool thing about the new water deep stuff. It gives you all that information, which is nice. Let me load it. Haste. Haste. I gotta go to reference manual. Fractions. Harpers. Oh wait, that's not there. Reduction. Fractions. That's what I need. Okay. So basically, harpers are any smart, non-evil character can join the harpers of Waterdeep. Bards and wizards are especially welcome. Harpers are ultralists who work behind the scenes to keep power out of the hands of evil tyrants. In the current situation, oh no, that's not in that story. So, but that's basically what the harpers are. You can read, you can find more information about them online.
It's a good thing I didn't change my
alignment
today.
You are chaotic neutral because that's pretty much how you play. So, especially if you're thinking of what you were thinking of doing, definitely you're chaotic neutral. So you can just change it. It says non-evil, and that's not evil. Chaotic neutral isn't evil, but I mean, they're essentially, a lot of them are kind of rebels, really. They're like
super altruistic.
They're like the big mage off of Harry Potter, like him kind of thing. So,
Hagrid?
No, the main guy that died. I can't remember his name right now, but the main mage, the powerful one.
Dumbledore?
Yeah, Dumbledore. Yeah. Because he's basically, his group are kind of like harpers. They're like secretive, and they're the same thing basically. So this gives you a ticket on potions. You get potions. Just show the pin to. I forget the healer in town. What is her name? But anyway, show the potion to her. She'll give you a discount. So you basically get half off on common and uncommon potions. And it is said that if you get in troubles of law, harpers can help you out there. And the other thing is, harpers are always where we don't expect them. In your time of help, they'll come helping. Most likely. Anyway, there is one task that I have for you to do as being now official harpers. He kind of rolls his eyes.
Are we that pathetic?
Oh, no offense, it's not you. I've never really liked. Well, harpers are fine, I guess. Nothing wrong with them really, but I often send you on errands that are sort of annoying, especially when you have a town to keep. But this one's good for you, and I don't have to keep care of it myself. But let me. Oops. God damn it! Hit the wrong fucking button. So there's a farm that supplies blueberries and the freshest milk. The nettlebee farm is ran by a bunch of halflings. They've been in here for a long time. They seem to be having problems. Their livestock is being branded by some kind of odd brand happening in the middle of the night.
Is this one of the
we
first
see
things
something? Yeah, with the there was with the beast scratch or something.
Yeah.
What?
Didn't
the
we
very
like
beginning.
run into like finding a cow's die, or they had the weird?
No, that
Yes,
was in the other place. The cows had the weird markings. There were scratches of. That was in Phandalin. That was that adventure.
Yeah, that was that one.
And really, what that was, there was a dragon in the area that was eating the cows. So, but that was totally different. You guys didn't really go down that route. It's like, no, these are brandings. You know, hot sticker goes in the cow. Cow goes moo.
But Holbrook, on a serious note, we need more information about what's happening to the people and how they're being manipulated by outside forces here.
I think you know everything I know.
We know Wolf was going to be going to the Scarlet Moon before he passed.
Yes.
We know we have to
He
go.
He closes the door.
We know we have to do some scouting on that. How high a priority is the halfling farm for us versus this hall and the other druid
I
ritual?
don't think it should take you more than a day, but you want it to be a harper, that's it. I'd put in a good word for you.
Understood.
Like I said, it is what it is. And considering I put in word for you...
Way to the Scarlet Moon Hall?
What's that?
This is something we can do on our way to the Scarlet Moon Hall?
You guys are waiting a few days before the spells come in, are you not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. This is what happens in between.
What we do.
What's that?
So this is what we do.
Yeah. Well, you have 3 days, so he's like, it's not too far. Not even half a day travel north.
Perhaps we could have Kevril observe the townsfolk, and see who's acting suspiciously or out of character, and check in with you while we take care of this farm matter.
Yeah, I guess you could, but I don't know if you guys are gonna get done with this tonight.
Okay.
So you might want to just take him along.
All right.
I mean, you can have Halbert's go keep an eye on you. I'll tell you what's going on here.
That's fine.
Anyways, go see what the halfling wants. I don't reckon it would take too long. Oh,
who do we need to check in with at this farm?
Oops, not that. Who is it? How come it doesn't... I hate it when they don't write shit clear. It's so annoying. Wigan Nettlebee, he owns the ranch. He's not the most cheerful person, but we usually deal with
What was his name?
Wigan Nettlebee. Let me find it. It's like deep in some shit. They don't make it like super clear, so. I really should have read through this before, but I didn't. If you guys want to just take a break and let me find this, you gotta go pee.
Good plan.
Or poo, eat, shit like that. Marc, I love your cloak. It's badass. Oh yeah, you can't hear me. Sorry. I love your cloak, Marc. It's badass.
Yeah, Tiffany did a good job. Some dude in Finland makes replicas of Game of Thrones characters stuff.
Oh, that's cool, man.
She got it for my birthday.
Fucking awesome. Pretty dope.
It is pretty nice. It's fucking warm too.
That's good in the winter. So in the summer, we won't see you wearing that.
Not so much.
You just won't wear anything underneath it.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Well, you'll play perfectly in character.
Yeah. Be like role playing the bedroom, y'all.
What God?
That might have been oversharing, but
That's nothing new.
I was gonna say, surprise! Oh, you do that? Fuck.
No.
Not at all. Not at all.
So, halflings livestock are being branded.
Oh, there's a little bit more than that, too. I needed to reread it real quick. That's what I needed to do, but I didn't do that. No, I kind of did.
Hey, babe. I think we're ready. I mean, I'd like to look, you know.
Alright, as I was saying, he's getting some kind of branding on his cows, and there's been a bunch of claims going around the whole area that it was caused by some fire witch up in some nearby hills.
Fire witch, eh?
They say,
No relation.
They say those hills were an Uthgardt barrow, something from up there. Knowing that you're barbarian, not barbarian, knowing that you have Uthgardt ties, I suggested to the harpers this would be a good first mission. So anyways, go up there, find out what's causing it, stop it if you can.
Can I make a history check to see if I know of any Uthgardt tribal activity in those hills?
You can, though, you know, yeah, you can. It is pretty far south, so, no, you're not really sure.
Right.
It's
I mean,
just
we just took out a mud mage, so fire witch shouldn't do that.
Yes. So, go do that, and that will give you some kind of renown within the harpers, and you'll be better able to get networked with them and such. Anyways, just let me know what you find out. I'll pass the information.
Well,
Also,
gotta go do your business.
Yes. Anyways, I got some meat to cut. So long. He just nods his head and walks off.
All right. Well, the day is young. Should we head out now?
May as well.
You guys have traveled the whole day. It's very nice out, so your birds are Oh, well, one bird
Mine is
rested,
super
yeah.
exhausted.
So you have 2 other birds, but you guys can take those if you guys are gonna fly, or you go on foot. On foot, it'll take you about maybe 3 hours, and then on the birds, it'll take you like an hour.
What about by horseback?
Half the time.
We could just take horses.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have horses.
We do.
So it only takes a couple hours. You guys head out there. You get a description exactly where it's at. It's just north of here. It's by that big hill. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
You want to share the map?
Yeah. It's north off the path, but off the main roads. But there is a path going up there. It's like a somewhat rugged road, but good enough for them to, horseback and stuff is fine. And you guys travel that way, so it's about right here or so. There's an outlining farm that matches the description. So the nettlebee ranch sprawls over a series of low rolling hills where forest has been cleared away for crops of oats and barley. The nettlebees prize livestock, sheep, ponies, and cattle grazers in multitudes upon the hillside pastures. And over to the right, you see fields of blueberries. The ranch consists of a large 2-story house with several low stalls and granaries in the distance. An unnatural mound of earth rises over the ranch in a balding crown sparsely stubbed with charred remains of trees. And he told you that Wigan Nettlebee is the partridge. He is a rather cranky man. It's kind of better to deal with his son, Beltram, and Jane is their wife, and they have...
their wife.
Or, yeah.
Their shared wife.
Yeah. The wife. Might be, it's Halflings, who knows. And he has... He has 2 sons and 1 daughter. Oh, actually, no. 2 sons and 2 daughters. Daryl, Esla, Ignis, and Watson are the sons. So I can copy and paste these names for you.
Yep.
And their descriptions. But he does know them because they get a lot of their blueberries from them. And Stenner knows who they are. A lot of times his son comes into town with buckets of stuff. Oops.
Whoops.
Goodbye.
Sorry.
Yep. Cult fanatic. So, Bertram's suspect.
He is a religious guy.
Yeah.
But he's a nice guy. He's the guy you want to talk to. Oh, and by the way, those are stats, not what they are. They tell me like a commoner, a cult fanatic stat. They have different character stats. A scout and shit like that. I think I'm missing one. And then sometimes they don't give you what their stats are because they're stupid. So I did Darrow, Eliza. So there you go.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys approach or?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll let Vhajjharma and Criella lead the way. I'll follow.
I'm offensive.
Let me see if I have a
I'm sure we look
farm map.
is confusing.
But we all have our new
The
shiny
devil.
pins.
The devil is here.
Yep.
Perhaps I should disguise myself as a normal-looking human being.
I would like a different farm map, but I don't know if I have one.
I will not disguise myself to make other people comfortable. I refuse.
I didn't say I was going to do it.
But you considered it.
I
You look-
considered it.
You look pretty normal though.
It's a matter of survival.
And you look more normal than I do.
It's true.
Wow, this is a horrible map. Sometimes some of these maps are just they're horrible. They're just like, what? I guess I'll just use this farm. We'll just have to imagine there's 2 levels in it. Back to this farm map. I need to get some farm maps.
Yeah, get on the ball with that.
Get on the ball. That's a prairie. Oh, we can just use... I'll use these parts as the upstairs. Said it was 3 level or 2 level, I don't remember.
You said 2.
2, okay. We can use the other one for upstairs. Ooh! Oh
Bless
my
me.
gosh.
Bless you.
Yeah. I'm allergic to mapping.
Calligraphy. Or... No.
Photography.
Definitely allergic,
Yeah,
allergic to
cartography.
that.
One of the fees.
Yes. Okay, that's when you had Hobbs. Someone can play Kevril if you want. Let me undo him. Obviously, don't read his stuff, but.
I love reading this stuff.
Oops, I don't want to be owner. Clear owner. There you go. He's cleared for somebody to take.
I would never take that responsibility. I would kill him.
Actually, well, I don't think it's gonna matter for these unless we get combat. I'll change it out. Okay, you guys come upon a farm. Oh, they all look the same. What do you know?
The one that... there he is. The level 5 version of him, right?
Yeah. No, is he 5 or 6? I thought.
This one says level 5.
Oh yeah, he is 5. Okay, he's not.
Yeah,
he's the only one
he's-
that's not 6 yet.
Because
He
he
was,
didn't work with us.
100 points behind or something.
Yeah, he's not. He's not too far. He needs some solo thing, and I do have some for him. So, and anyone that wants to do solo, you guys are welcome to. Just give me warning. So you guys come up to the ranch.
All right. Is anybody out working the fields?
There are people out working on the fields because you guys got there. You guys probably got there close to dinner time, so we'll say like 4.
Are we supposed to be seeing a new map?
Yeah, you know, I gotta share it. I gotta do the share thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Does everyone see it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Let's head for probably the main house, see if anybody's up in there, if it's
Yep.
dinner time.
Okay, you guys go up to the main house. You guys, as you guys are walking on the door, you see someone peep out their head. This house is it's pretty small compared to your standards. In fact, the windows are a lot shorter than what you would expect. So you guys kind of have to look down. And you see someone peeping out. It looks like maybe a child, and they're pointing at you guys. And then all of a sudden the door opens up. And you see standing there in an apron, and her face is all full of flour. She has curly blonde hair. A short halfling looks you guys over. She's like, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
Well met, young woman. We've come to help. We heard that you're having a problem.
Ah, perfect. Beltram will love that. I am just getting ready for dinner. Why don't you come in and have dinner? And she just walks off. Leaves the door open.
Unless we follow her in.
You follow her in. Alright, so you guys are in. We don't have to worry about where you're sitting. She goes... right now, some of them are out working on the field. Wait a minute, let me get Daryl. Daryl! Get some chairs, we got visitors! And you hear, oh, Mom! And then Daryl goes and gets chairs for you guys. And there is what you assume is the youngest one, little boy. He's on there. He's like, he's playing with some toys in the corner actually. And then Elsa is helping with the, which you assume is her. Is helping with the dishes to set up. You're just in time. I hope you like chicken and beef. That's what's on for tonight. What's your names?
Criella?
Malichor.
Kevril. And then what's yours, madame?
My name is Vhajjharma.
Vhajjharma. Ah, pleasure to meet you. Who sent you here? What are you helping for?
We were sent by Halbrook.
Oh, Halbrook. I haven't seen him in quite an age. I was supposed to come up for the festivals, but they're cancelled.
They were.
Sit down.
We hear that you're having branding issues.
As you guys go sit down on the chairs, they're small little chairs. You guys barely fit on them.
Malichor is not
very uncomfortable. Malichor.
I'll just sit on the floor.
The
this
chair.
Is like
okay.
You
decide just not to sit on the chair. You go sit on the floor. What are you sitting on the floor for?
Ma'am, I'm doing you a favor by sitting on the floor.
All right. Well, maybe to break it. I don't know. Daryl, go get some haystacks. They need some chairs. And he's like,
No, Daryl, we're fine.
He just kind of walks off out. No, do it, Daryl. Oh, no, don't let him get away with stuff. You gotta teach his kids young and early. So you're gonna try to help us with the branding and our fire witch problem.
Wait here, what can you tell us about this fire witch?
Well, the boys will know more than me because I mostly stayed back and I take care of the paperwork and make all the food. I'm the engine that keeps everything running. Or I feed the engine. That's what they say. Well, I know that 2 weeks ago, the barrow out there, you've probably seen it on your way, went up in a blaze. And I know that there are cows been branding, but I'll let the other ones tell you. Anyway, sit down. She pours some milk for you. And
What do you
it's
mean the
creamiest milk you've ever had?
What do you mean the barrel went up in a blaze?
The barrow mound. The big mound outside you've seen. Barrow mound.
Who was buried there?
Oh, that's the Uthgardt mound.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh, it's been there for years. I reckon we don't go by there much. We know not to mess with them.
Who are they?
I know that. Well, I'll let the boys tell you. They would be more interested to tell you than me. What do you mean they? What did she say, they?
Yeah, she said.
We know to leave them alone.
Yeah.
Yes, we know to leave the Uthgardt. We don't go touch the Uthgardt. All their spirits and everything. That would be crazy.
What is the Uthgardt?
The Uthgardt are barbarians.
Yeah.
They're the barbarian tribes.
I thought you said Earth, but it's Earth. Okay, got it.
Oof. Oof.
No, Uthgardt.
Can you? I'm Uthgardt. Can you tell me what tribe?
Oh, you are. And she kind of looks. You look. I don't really know. I don't know much about the Uthgardt. You might know more than I would. You talk very, very fine for that. I would never imagine an Uthgardt like you. Anyways, she gets all the food ready, and you know, she's like she's busy, so eventually you see come in a short, a brown-haired curly, mud on the foot, barefoot. He's in bleachers that are ripped up on the bottom, and he's got a vest on, and he comes in and he's like, "Mama? Guest?" And he's just looking around, and she's like, "Oh yes, they're here to check out the fighter witch and all the branding. They've come to help. The Helberg sent them." And Belcham comes up. He's like, "My name is, I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Belcham."
Pleased to meet you as well.
Okay. He puts out his hand. He shakes.
What can you tell us about what's going on here?
Oh, right to business, right. He sits down and he crosses his hand, and then Jane comes up and gives him a cup of milk. He's like, "Thank you." He takes a drink. Yes, the cattle's been branded with a weird symbol.
Can you show us the symbol?
I can. How long is it? Jane? And Jane's like, "Oh, we got about a good 45 minutes. You got time to wash up, and if you need to show him the cattle, go ahead." And he's like, "All right, follow me." He walks you guys out to a field, which is pretty muddy from all the rain, and everything. A couple times you guys' boots and stuff get pretty stuck in the mud out here. So, and it takes you about maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes to get there. And those cows there, they got the branding. Last night even.
How far is the barrel? How far is the barrel?
He shows you
from
some
here?
cows. What's that?
How far is the barrel from here, from the garden?
You can see pasture? It's maybe 500 feet. It's a big hill. So
okay.
That's the one you can see above where it was burning.
And what does the brand look like?
Here, I'll go show you. And he goes up and he points to right out on the cow's butt there. There's a branding, and you've seen this symbol before. It is the Weber grill.
I had a feeling.
Had a feeling.
What would, why would somebody else want to brand your cattle?
You ask me? I thought that's what you're here for.
Well, I mean, if you were to sneak into somebody else's farm and brand their cattle, it doesn't necessarily make it yours, does it? I'm not a farm person. I'm from the city, so I'm just trying to understand this.
What does he know? He knows nothing.
This is
well, I'm not really sure why, but people around here say it's the fire witch.
Wait, is this this
So,
my I need to make a history check, but
I think you already did, but I don't know what you're doing on.
but no, I yes, this is the second or third time we've run into Uthgardt working with people within some kind of conspiracy related to the elementals. Because Criella and I took out a group working with people from Waterdeep, but I can't recall if they were working with the same symbol or not.
Hmm.
What group was this?
Well, the one that we
On
took
the
out
road?
that took out
With the ogre?
no, the ones that kidnapped Iron Hood or the half orc from Red Larch, the armorer.
Oh, yeah, them. Yeah.
'Cause I can't recall if they had any of the symbols with them or not.
You can roll history. Roll in the tower, please. You don't remember any symbols that they had.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to suggest that I go take a look at the barrow myself, and then Criella and Vhajjharma can talk to to Bertram to see if I can find any detect what clan or what tribe the barrow might be from, and gather some information that way.
Okay. So you're just gonna go off on your own? Then, right?
Well, I guess I'll wait. We can do it all together.
Alright, up to you. I just want to see if I need to separate this. So, he's like, he points out at the mound. 2 weeks ago, the thing went ablaze.
It just started on fire on its own.
Yes, the whole thing was ablaze. We watered all the fields so it wouldn't catch fire or anything. A few days later, we noticed the branding on the cattle.
How old is that barrow?
It's been there for years. My whole family's had it.
How long has your family had the farm?
110 years. He puts a smile on his face.
Was there any threats made against the family, against the farm? Any warning?
No threats, but I know right after the branding, we started guarding the livestock at night, but the brand still continued.
Have they killed any of the cattle that they've branded?
No cattle. No cattle's been dead.
So, but the cattle have just been branded by the kettle.
Yes, the cattle has been branded by that, and he points at the symbol, whatever that is.
And
It's none of the farms branding. We know all that. It's none of them. A lot of times when cattle are branded, they're taken too, so that they're stolen. But nope, that's not the case. And
we are familiar with this symbol.
I know my grandfather went and investigated the barrow after the fires stopped, and I believe he found it open. But he can give you more information about that.
Has anyone gone into the burial ground?
I believe my grandfather took a quick peek.
Should we look around the barrel to see if we can identify if there's been anything
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
around?
I do know.
It doesn't just burst into flames on its own to see if
Yes,
something...
If you're coming inside for dinner, maybe you want dinner first. You can talk to Grandpop there.
I could eat.
Perhaps we eat and then we go visit the burial ground.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do
Sure.
that.
I know that he talks about the fire, which I think the rumors started from him.
Okay.
And he comes inside, and he just has small talk with you guys. Like, where are you guys from? What do you do? I don't know what you guys tell him. But
I can spin a jolly yarn that has no relationship to the truth.
Sure. Can you roll a deception check? And now I know steps. Oh yeah. Check. Boom. Alright. Oh, that's a tall tale. And so eventually you guys get dinner, sir. Our dinner starts getting placed on down and on the table, and then Jane goes, Beltram, I don't mean to interrupt, but why don't you go get Grandpop? He's upstairs writing. He's like, alright, I'll be back. And he goes upstairs, and you hear some talking from upstairs. And then he's like, alright, take one step here. And then you hear, yeah, I know. And slowly, after like 10 minutes, they get all the way down the stairs, and there's a short guy in a cane. I don't know if I remember correctly, there's a picture of him, but I don't remember. So let me see. Let me check real quick. One of the few... So, after they made this... After they made this module, now they like make characters for everyone in the game, you know, pretty much for all the NPCs and stuff. But this is,
There's a lot.
yeah. Well, I wouldn't say not all the super minor ones, not like all the guards, right? But like any of the people that have an actual name. But they're like quick sketches, but super useful. And yep, I think this one does have one. He does have a cane. Cool.
Alright.
So that's him. And he comes down slowly and he's like, who are they? He's like, they're here to help us with the cattle. Help. Looks like they're here for dinner. I should be out. No, Grandpa. Calm down. Yeah. He gets down in his chair, he sits down, and all the kids go to the table, they pick up the little one playing in the toys in the little crib in the corner, and they sit down, and then it gets quiet. Alright, we must make a prayer to our Lord. I forget the Greenfields god, but anyways, the god of agriculture, that's who they pray to. It's a good god. You guys heard it before. Most farmers pray to them. So they put their head down and they make a prayer to him. And then as it gets done, all of a sudden, Grandpa lets out a fart, and the kids kind of look up, and they start cracking up, and everyone just laughs. Then Grandpa gets a smile on his face, and you notice the little boy is right next to Grandpa, and Grandpa kind of looks at the little boy, and he's like, "Here you go, kid." He gives the kid like a little piece of candy. When you notice that Jane is not looking. So,
Master Wiggin, tell us about the barrow.
Let me eat first. Don't you know your manners? He goes and takes his cane out and he smacks you on the hand.
That's not going to end well.
I don't break the cane, but I catch it. And I make a roll.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it'll be that much of a problem, but you never know.
Dex or something?
No, it's athletics. You catch it, no problem. Give me back my cane. Now, Grandpa, settle down. They're here to help. Show them respect. Show them respect. Show us respect. And it gets all kind of quiet, and Jane goes, "Well, can you pass me the chicken, yes?" And then the chicken gets passed around, and everyone gets a little bit looser. Anyways, you guys eat. And as they're picking up, Jane gets up. She's like, "Oh, let's pick up. I'll get some dessert ready. It'll be ready in 5 minutes. How about you guys have your little chat?" And she gets up and starts picking up the dishes.
I'll share some mead with Master Wiggin.
He kind of looks up at you. And he's
from
like,
a skin.
"What's that?"
From from one of my skins.
I quit drinking. What is this?
More for me then, sir. Tell us about the barrow.
Good. Down to business.
What more can you tell us
stinking barrow because
about?
Everyone here are all scaredy pants, and in there, I seen it was open. I took a quick look. It looks like there's a massive field stone that once stood in the archway. It has been sundered aside. Whatever went in there, they had. I don't know how they got in, but someone went in there.
Do you have any stories about what tribe?
I'm not done, boy! You ought to get some respect for the elders. And then I looked down the halls, and they're lined in flame. And then I heard all these whispers, like the kind you hear in dreams or ghost stories. There's whispers coming from the darkness and a green fire all inside, and...
Green fire.
And I assume that someone has broken up the legends of the fire witches that were once said to roam these very hills.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I recognize what kind of magic that would be?
I believe this fire witch has returned. Sure.
Can I do, while she's at it, an insight check to see if I think that, given the fact it took him 10 minutes to get down the stairs, he actually went out to the barrow by himself?
Sure.
Oh my god.
What's that?
I just can't get this thing to roll.
You can't roll?
I can't push the button to make it happen.
It is a bit odd that he did walk out there, but...
Okay.
It's a really good call on your end. And what are you doing? Oh, you do an Arcana check. You don't know of any fire witches other than a evocationist. It's a type of wizard. Like you're a divinationist, right? An evocationist is one that deals with spells that use energy, and they would maybe cast a lot of fire. But other than that, there are a couple rumors of some shamans that use a lot of fire and might have a specialty in fire. But other than that, you don't know of any. Oh, and then there's actual witches. They very well could worship some kind of fire entity.
Well, and I didn't know because of like the whispers and the green
Yeah.
if that was something I knew a specific spell or something that would cause
Yeah,
that.
you know, as far as magic goes, there's warlocks and witches basically, and they sell their soul to like some kind of entity, and there's many of them. There could be a fire one, but you haven't really heard of it. It just, you know, it very well could exist. So, he's like, that kind of magic, I don't think there's anything we can do.
And
So,
these brands have
I
only
had
been
I had to go ask Herbrick, and that's why you're here.
These brandings have only been on your cattle for 2 weeks since the burning of the barrow.
Yes, been the last 2 weeks.
When you went through the barrel, did you notice any footprints coming to or from?
No, didn't see any.
Good, Mr. Wiggin. Do you get out to the barrow often?
That's the last time I've been there in 20 years.
Do you know who created the barrow? I'm Uthgardt myself. I'm interested in knowing if you know of the tribe.
What are the tribe around here? Possibly Elk tribe. They haven't been here for years though. But they are seen further north.
Do you get out much?
Do I get out much? Sometimes I go look at the cattle. Yeah. I get out. Why?
You don't go into the village, speak to anybody too often?
What village?
What is the nearest village around here?
Probably Red Large.
Oh. But isn't there a gathering place that the local farm workers get together?
No, I stay up and write.
What do you write?
It's none of your business.
What?
And Belcham's like, and he goes, Criella, can you help me with this?
I'd love to.
Okay. And he takes you over, and he's like, sorry to bring you back here, but since this has been happening, my grandpop is in a worse than usual mood. He's not usually in a good mood, but this is worse than usual, and since he's walked out to the mound, he's been sore ever since, and you have to forgive him, but I'm sorry about that.
Did you actually see him go out there?
Yes, we watched him. He insisted on going.
So what is he? What's he been writing?
He doesn't ever let us know. What does he write? I don't know.
I just asked because we've, encountered when some bad people come through different areas, it can leave people's minds a little not themselves.
He is a little crazy.
More crazy since he's been out to the barrow.
No, he just talks to himself and everything. You know, he's old.
Yeah. Okay.
He has you getting some wood ready, and he's chopping some wood.
Shawn, just from Malichor's memory, how long has it been since we ran into, or we almost destroyed the last Elk Clan members that we ran into on the path?
The last clan members you ran into were at the
When we saved when we took out the Waterdeep folk and the other conspirators. When we saved the half orc and we killed everybody except the leader.
Oh, that was, I don't know. You can look in the calendar.
But I guess I could.
That was quite some days ago.
I mean, if it was 2 weeks ago.
That was like a while ago. So that was I don't know, maybe like the 4th or something. So over a week ago. I mean, you do know that the barbarian tribes are all over the place, especially out in the wilderness. So they roam. They're not always in one place. They also rob people.
I just feel that getting a closer look at the barrow might help me answer some of the questions.
Yeah, very, very possibly. No reason.
We're getting around to it, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. You're just trying to find information or something. Anyways, yeah, that was a while ago. I mean, it could be them, it could be not. You know, there's a lot of disbanded tribes. Like, if you're Elk tribe, you're not in just one area. You know what I'm saying? You probably know this is an area where they do have more Elk tribe, and they wouldn't like you because you are not that. So, he's putting the wood back, anyways. So we go in. He says to Criella.
Yep. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, he. I was gonna say he pats you on the back, but he would just reach your butt, so he doesn't do that.
Would be inappropriate.
Yes. These are little pieces of wood, by the way, so it's very easy for you to lift. They're twigs, basically. And you come inside, and you go and help them put away the fire. Thank you! Sit down, and you go to sit down, and they have blueberry cobbler that they made for you guys, already with fresh ice cream. And as you're eating, you see Wiggins give another piece of candy to the child, who doesn't have the cobbler, but just has like the blueberries and some sweets.
Where is he getting this candy if he never leaves the house?
It's a stash he's had. It's hard candy. It lasts forever.
It's 15 years old.
A 15-year-old hard candy. That sounds about right.
Been in the bag of holding for 100 years.
Back in the day, this is when people used to make their own candy. So.
Yeah, he's pulling his sugar, I'm sure.
Well, that and I mean, they get sugar. They get stuff in, but.
Bertram, can you lead us out to the barrow?
Yes. After this, you clean up, and we'll go. Is that okay with you, Jane? And Jane's like, "Oh, that's all right. Just make sure you come back in a fine hour, and it don't take too long. I don't want to worry. I would feel better if maybe you led them, and you guys can, stay, and you come back, Peltram." It's like, does that sound okay with you?
It's fine with us.
Right. Okay, you guys finish up eating. Fresh blueberries are super good. The super creamy milk it's very, very good. Anyways, they start getting everything cleaned up, and Wiggins goes, "Thanks. Good night." And he gets up and goes to bed. He gives his youngest son a hug. So.
You're welcome, sir.
And the middle-aged son helps him up the stairs. He's like, oh, my back. And you guys, Ultram's like, oh, all right, I'm ready. He brings out a pipe and he lights it. Anyone smoke?
No, thank you.
I love a smoke.
Oh, good. That's fellow smoker. You got a pipe?
Of course I have a pipe.
All right. And he goes and puts some pipe weed in for you, and let us go. He goes out with a pipe, and he brings you back there. It's nice that he took you because there's a small little trail you can go on. And let me see if I have a map for this. I do. Oh, nice. I don't have a map for the actual barrow mound, but I have for stuff in it, so that'll work. Alright, it is nighttime when you guys go out. As you guys go out, you can see there's a bunch of fireflies going out. It's really, really pretty. These are blue and green fireflies.
Should we use our globe to give us light?
You have moonlight.
You mean my glow?
You have dim light, so you have disadvantage on perception checks for those who can't see. But you can still walk out in moonlight if you want. It's fine.
All right, we can wait until we get to the barrel then.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to draw attention to ourselves.
And he goes bring you around to the side, which you can't really see the farm from there. And he points. He's like, there's the opening there. I don't want to go farther than this.
You understand?
All right.
We'll take it from here.
All right. Thank you very much. I have to apologize about my grandpa, please. I already told Criella he's in quite a bad mood. He went for this walk out here and it cranked his back.
When he departs, I will share my my suspicions with everybody that if he came in here, I wonder if something happened to him.
And that perhaps it is not him who came out?
Or he's been afflicted or changed in some way.
I could probably detect his thoughts and find out if there are things maybe perhaps he does not remember.
Possibly.
Should we use detect magic as we go into this barrel?
Probably.
Yes, if you want to boss me around, I will do it.
Just a question, my dear.
We haven't even gone anywhere yet. Give me a chance. Of course I will detect magic around the thing that just randomly started burning. From something called a fire witch. I suppose I should look for magic, yes.
Kevril, oh, why isn't Malichor? Malichor, you're not on here for some reason.
He's too busy being bossy.
Ooh,
Alright, so as you peek around the corner, there is a slight glow that the perceptive people notice coming from the ground. It's a sort of a greenish glow.
From the ground.
Yeah.
Yes, I will detect magic and see what is going on somewhere.
Okay, it takes you 10 minutes, unless you... By the way, mark your spells. We can say you studied them in the barn before you left or whatever.
I did already mark the ones I'm keeping.
And you cast Detect Magic, which is a 30-foot radius. There's nothing magical right there.
But there is a green glow.
Yes.
On the ground.
It's coming from inside, so it's not like a glowing object. It's just the light
a glow
from inside.
From like.
It's very subtle, so only the perceptive people can see it.
So not me.
Yes.
So everyone but me.
That is Kevril and Criella.
I will look back and say, "You all see that green glow?"
Thanks for that.
They pointed out to you, and you're like, "Huh? Not really."
If you squint, I don't see it.
I'm colorblind, apparently.
Go in. Just be on your guard.
All right. So you get closer.
Does anyone have a living familiar right now? I don't want to send my bunny.
I can send my raven in there.
So I'll read.
Just
I'll read
see.
the description of this. Maybe it'll help you. That's not the right music.
I'd say it's awfully creepy.
I hit the thing. And I was like, where'd that come from? So it says, the Barrow Mound caps a high hill overlooking the surrounding countryside. The area around the barrow is still in charge. Fern trees reach like dark finger bones from the bald earthen mound. It's noticeably chill here.
Chill?
Yes, it is colder here. There's a dampness in the air. You can almost see your breath a little bit.
So cold fire?
Don't know.
Yeah, when's our cleric getting here?
Right.
I think he's playing too many different games, so. I think it's a shame because I think he'd really like this one, so. But it's okay. Well, what do you guys do?
Are we going to send a familiar to search around? I did not detect any magic, anyone.
Do you have a bat or owl?
I have a raven, and the raven doesn't have night vision.
No, I just have my bunny. I don't have a new familiar.
Oh, okay. And you have him hooked up as your actual familiar right now, then?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know yet. He's
Well,
just a bunny.
you would have a familiar, so.
I haven't had time to do any of that yet.
Well, your character would have done it before you took it off, you know. So.
Yeah.
Like
and.
first thing in the morning.
Yeah. So I pretty much assume so. Bat, owl, or snake, or cricket.
I will go with an owl because I don't think a bunny is very useful.
A bat
for what I need.
can see in the dark. I mean, both can see in the dark. A bat can see invisible things. That's the difference.
A bat can see what?
Invisible.
Yes.
Oh, well then bat,
vision.
yes.
It has a 30-foot dark vision. Owl has 120 feet dark vision. So, okay, bat it is.
6 in one, half a dozen in the other.
Yeah, depends what you want. Owl's better at combat. Much better.
Well.
Send the bat.
Okay.
Just stop.
There's the bat. You can control it. I think you
Okay, I
can
want to
control it.
send the bat inside.
You're gonna look through its eyes?
Yeah, because I can't see shit in the dark.
I'm gonna describe what you see. Inside, you see tall monoliths line the earthen corridor that connects the barrow entrance to the burial to a burial chamber far within. Motes of flame light the corridor and the chamber beyond. The air is cold and heavy with a scent of ash. And you can see that it goes long. It goes pretty far in here, many feet.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'll be going inside there at all. So
do you want to send your bat all as far as it'll go from here, or what?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you? 100 feet. Can you see that arrow?
Yep.
So that's about 100 feet. It's still the tunnel keeps going.
That's a big barrel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't quite know who would have these torches burning.
Well,
It is a greenish fire.
Are they torches or are they I thought he said pillars, or it's just fire.
There is enough light for you to see in here, Malichor.
Green cold fire. Don't like it.
Does the bat want to go by the fire?
Well, if it's not particularly hot,
you can
I don't
probably
think.
see most of the way down it right there. So, you can see these like monoliths set up there. They're covered in dirt. Looks like they've been there for quite some time.
Can I make a history check to see if I remember what the monoliths symbolize in Uthgardt culture.
Sure.
And do I get a bonus or anything since I'm Uthgardt?
Yeah, you can get advantage.
Yay!
You recognize this as Elk Tribe.
Okay.
It is. This is usually for their dead. It also usually means when a burial is this big, an important chief is buried nearby, and these are symbols for all their dead.
All right.
These are the people that, when they die, they're supposed to go with them. Onto the great field.
All right. Do I see? Can I make a survival check to see if I see any fresh tracks or any people coming and going?
Mm-hmm.
You want it in the tower or not?
Yes. Tower of Power. Oh yeah, you find some tracks. They're small. Very small tracks.
Okay.
Like little feet?
Yeah, half sized.
Small? Yes, halfling size.
Probably.
Can I determine how old they are?
They're barefoot. Can you determine how old they are? Yes. You think it's just one person? And they're only like a few days old. They match up with his story, the old man's story. So. I forget how many days I told you, but they do match up with that. What's that?
Yeah, is there a cane that matches the footprints?
There is, yes.
Right.
Good call. Give yourself inspiration for that.
Criella?
Yeah, Criella can get that.
Careful.
All right.
I don't have any.
I'll relay
But you guys
that
will choose how to use it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'll relay that information and
All right.
say that I think we have to go further into the mound.
I don't know that they want to go inside.
I don't want to, but I'm here to do a job, so.
I'm here to stay alive, so let's see.
By the way, your bat sees this, so.
So my detect magic is still on as I'm going
Yes,
in, correct?
It's
10 minutes.
Yes.
10 minutes.
So far it's just green fire.
Yeah, did the fire give off any heat to the bat?
No, it's a cool fire, but it's not cold like freezing. It's just cool. So the bat can actually go right up to it, not a problem.
The opposite of actual fire.
But it's not magical.
An illumination.
Vhajjharma's,
or I just can't detect it.
Yeah, you got to be with. It's only 30 feet radius.
Oh, got ya.
So we're not up to the fire yet. We'll
Indeed.
just see it. Oh,
Well,
so I got to get
you're down
closer.
there, so yeah.
All right.
All right.
In we go.
Are you going in, Vhajjharma?
Yes, where am I?
I'll put you with them if you want. You can just move yourself through somewhere else. Okay, as you get
I couldn't-
closer, the fire does glow. It's necromantic. It has an extra glow that you can detect off of that.
Super.
It's not to be unexpected in a tomb. So.
Right.
Though the fire is a little bit weird. Malichor, with your knowledge, you do know that the green fires oftentimes when you burn a chieftain, oftentimes the fire does turn green.
Okay.
What it's doing here is you don't know. So you guys go further?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
As you leave the crickets behind, you can hear the flames flaming around you.
Is there air drift? Is there any wind?
You start to hear whispers.
Don't like it.
So you guys want to go further?
We'll send the bat further.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
having a bat out front is always a good idea.
What's that?
I think having a bat out front is going to be a good idea.
Are you?
Okay.
Well,
I'll have my raven watch behind us.
Okay.
yeah. Ugh.
We've taken on necromancy.
So where are you, Vhajjharma? You're back there. So your bat will go.
Well, I'll
right
be
here.
up with everybody else. I'm certainly not going to be alone.
So your bat can see something in the middle there. The flames circle all around. A crude fieldstone arch forms the entrance to the burial chamber. In 3 branching alcoves are 3 scorched altars. One of a tiger, and your bat will have to get closer to see. The one in the middle is of elk, I think. Wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. The one in the middle, so you can see. We'll say you see these two. One's a tiger and one's an elk. And the one in the middle rests a broken and blackened skeleton. Its skulls and limbs are scattered about the chamber. The air is deadly cold and scented with ash. It's much colder here.
Malichor, is that normal how your people leave bodies?
Good question.
You can roll again if you want.
Another history check.
Yeah, you get advantage on it. And you have really low to make it too. So, good job. Yes. This is a particular, must be a powerful chieftain or someone of a powerful person in nature.
With compatriots from other clans, or what does the other burial tribe mean? Is it multiple tribes that were connected here?
You do find that a bit odd, and you're not really sure what that is and why.
All right, but not Black Lion, just elk, tiger, and then another one we haven't seen.
You're not looking through the bat's eyes.
No.
You can't really see. You have to get up closer. But
would I not be relaying what I see through the bat?
But he needs to see the things himself.
Detail.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just know. You just said. You said tiger and elk, and he knows what that is. He just doesn't know the actual markings.
I feel like I need to bring out my daylight orb.
Malichor comes up closer. You can see there is light, so you can see across, but I mean you're not getting details. It's definitely elk. There's elk. Bear is on the north. Elk is... I'm sorry. Elk is the north. Bear is the east. And tiger is the west.
I'm going to bring out my daylight orb. To have it floating with me, because I don't like...
well, you don't want to do daylight, but you want to do regular light.
Why don't I want to do daylight?
Because it only lasts so long. But, I mean, you can do it. It sort of blinds people and stuff like that. You want to read the spell. It can only do that, like, once, so...
Okay.
Yep. But daylight's just for defense.
It's a 3rd level spell. It lasts an hour, 60 foot of light, of sunlight. And you only have so many charges to do it, but read the item. It does light and it does daylight.
I know.
So are you just gonna pop on daylight then?
Well, why not?
Okay. Let me. It'll last an hour. Boosh! You pop on daylight.
Okay. Daylight. Shit that don't like daylight, go away.
The cleansing power.
You still see the green flames, even though they're not as much. So are you guys moving up? Only one that is Malichor.
Yeah, I'll move up. Come on, kitten, I need my hand.
The voices haven't changed since daylight popped on?
No, you still hear them. Whispers in the chamber. Much like the sound, if you can hear it.
Does Vhajjharma notice anything magical within her radius yet?
You see her breath coming out. It's pretty cold here.
Yeah.
Only the fire.
I'm going to ask her to walk to each sarcophagi with me as a guide to see if any of them is lights up.
All right.
Where do you
Bringing
go?
my.
Well, we need to check each sarcophagus to see if
All
there's
right.
any magic attached to
All
it.
right. Where do we start?
Well, just go within your 30-foot radius near each one,
30 feet is as close as you get.
and I'll walk with you.
Yeah, you better. 30 feet. This middle guy. Where are we at? Anything special?
Wait a minute. No, not that. And that's it. Okay. Oops. I forgot I have like sound cues set up in here. I keep hitting them so they change the sound. It does not glow magical.
Alright. Next guy. Over here. Come on over, Malichor.
You never get my...
You're gonna go over by her, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
While they're doing this, can I use my mage hand to check for any sort of hidden areas?
Yay.
Yeah, to put your guy where you want to check, or your raven for your mage hand. Your raven's outside, so you can use your raven as your mage hand if you want. It's really cold in here.
I'll go all along the walls and I'll inspect each sarcophagus as I go around.
Okay. Just walk your guy over there so I know. You have to be... Wait, is there a range for mage hand?
30 feet. I'll stay within 30 feet.
Yeah,
I just don't want
Sure, no
touching.
Yeah. You go start touching one of the altars with your mage hand and everything. About a minute goes by, and you don't find anything on this altar. I mean on this... Yeah, it's an altar. And there's nothing that you can lift up or anything. It's just like a slab of stone. Then all of a sudden, it starts getting colder in here. The temperature drops further, and with a crackling sound, frost coats the entire chamber.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Flames on the walls in the hall go out. You're in complete darkness except for your sunlight, which is really bright, and a point of blue light appears over the beer, I think the middle one, and expands into a faintly humanoid form. You guys can do a round if you're gonna run.
But I'm not detecting any magic.
You can detect magic on that, but yeah, it's a flame just like before. So you've already detected.
Oh, it's a flame.
Yeah.
It's just blue.
You guys have a round. If you guys want to run, you can, or you can stay. Up to you.
I don't have anything to fight against a blue
flame. It's only
flame.
one round, so make sure you count out where you're going, please. Of course, you can probably just run out of here because you're up to you.
We'll go to the right here.
What?
Kevril and I will go to just the very opening
As
of the chamber.
okay. Sounds like a plan. Flames on the walls and in the hall go out. A point of blue light appears over the bier and expands into a faintly humanoid form. The bones in the tomb, as well as antlers on the elk altar, stir and then fly together into the light. In a flash, a massively built but very pale humanoid male stands before you. His face darkly bearded, and his head crowned with antlers. His milky eyes burn with blue flame briefly as his casts gaze upon you, Malichor. His voice is deep and resonant and oddly accented. He says, "I return from the Rodidos' rest among the spirits of my ancestors to find my tomb and my bones desecrated. I know the desecrators are not among you, but who are you and why are you here?"
I'll give the respectful bow that you would for any Uthgardt clan chief from another chief.
Which is no bow, you just stare at him in the eyes until the one looks down.
I just kind of shrug and put my shoulders back and say, "We've been sent because whoever desecrated your barrow is harming the land surrounding it. We only wish to rectify the problem and let you rest in peace."
I know that the desecrators are not far.
Do you know who they were?
I do not. I know where they're at. He points out the door.
Do you know the symbol?
Actually, he doesn't point out the door. He points off to the left, I guess. Maybe.
So to the east?
You can make a survival check to figure that out.
Okay.
Because you're inside and it's all screwy.
Is it towards the house?
It is towards the house.
Hmm.
They're not far.
Mm-hmm.
Did Grandpa do it?
That's what I wonder.
Do you know anything about why the barrow caught on fire?
I don't know of fire you speak of. Will you help me avenge?
How do we help avenge?
Follow me. And then let me get his stats. Oh, of course it doesn't give me his stats. I hate it when they do that. Okay, I'll find it. Okay, let me put him. He jumps down and he starts walking forward, at a walking pace, and he kind of walks by you guys. You can see the breath coming from you guys, but not from him, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He looks pretty flesh to you, and he doesn't look pale or anything because you can see that clearly in the sunlight. He walks forward, and then all of a sudden there is up ahead. You hear, oh, you can't even hear that. It sounds like shit, but whatever. It's too quiet, but it doesn't matter. You hear tumbling rocks come tumbling down up ahead. Right here. You see all these rocks come tumbling down and all this wind and smoke carries up, and he just kind of continues forward. And as he continues forward, you see in the middle of the stone starts rising up right about here. And he just kind of walks past it. As the stone rises up, it forms into a rock, and it looks like 2 legs and 2 arms. Please roll initiative. Combat!
Dude, wait up.
Actually, you guys don't roll initiative. I'll just roll it all at once, or whatever. Yeah, I'll just roll it at once for you if you want. Initiative. Roll all initiative. When I say roll initiative, that means I should roll initiative, unless you guys really want to do it. In the middle here, you see that. It is a large creature. Man, I can't get rid of the... Put them right there. Okay. Battle music. First one to act is Vhajjharma.
First one, what?
To act is Vhajjharma.
Oh, well, I think I'm going to hold my action because I can't even... I'm the farthest away.
You can walk.
From the thing. Well, I know.
You can,
I don't really...
You can... I don't... I mean, you got spells.
Where's everybody?
So
Where's everybody?
you have long-range spells.
Alright, I'm just gonna go with the group. What this thing is. I don't think I want to attack first, because I don't know what it is.
Would you like to roll Arcana or History or something to figure it out?
Yeah, I think I will. To see if I recognize it.
What do you want to roll?
Arcana.
Okay. You recognize this as an Earth Elemental.
Well, shit.
They're very, very tough.
No kidding. It hasn't really done anything yet, has it?
Indeed.
So I think I'm just going to hold my action.
Also, you know Earth Elementals to be, for the most part, they're neutral, but usually people command them. Wizards command them, and they'll do the wizard's bidding.
Okay, great.
Takes very powerful magic to summon an Earth Elemental also. You see the Revenant just keep walking forward.
Of course.
He doesn't care.
Can't hurt him.
Right.
So
I'm just gonna hang out.
Is that what you're gonna do? Okay. Next up is your bat, and then Kevril, and then your bunny.
My bunny is just gonna stay in my backpack. My bat's gonna come and just kind of hang out with me until I tell it what to do.
Okay. Kevril.
Roll. Remind me, Is Kevril to the point that he has, when he strikes, he is considered a magical attack?
Yes, he's 6th level now. Wait, is he? No,
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet, indeed.
So, once we started talking to the Revenant, then the collapse occurred, and then
yes,
the Earth Elemental.
He said, "Follow me," and he started walking, and yeah, Earth Elemental came up.
So this is another trap that we walked right into. Awesome.
Maybe.
I said I didn't want to go inside.
Wait a minute.
I understand that.
Maybe not.
We're not trying to stop the Revenant yet either.
Why would we try to do that?
So maybe he could
Anyways, you don't have time to talk. You're in combat. Kevril, go.
Well, we're not fighting yet.
Yes, you are.
Kevril's going to.
It's initiative, so you're gonna do stuff in initiative.
He's going to try shooting it with a short bow because he's going to keep his distance.
Okay. All right. He fires a short bow and he actually hits this mother. Jesus, amazing. And okay, roll your damage on him. Let me know if you don't roll it on him. Let me make sure that was right. Okay, so the arrow hits him, and you notice the arrow kind of spark and cling off, and barely makes a chip in him.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
He's made of stone, isn't he?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah. I was just testing.
He's a stony fella. Very, very stony. Okay, next up, Kevril has 2 attacks.
Does he now?
Yes, he's 5th level.
All right.
At 5th level, you get 2 attacks.
He's going to do the short bow again because he does not want to get up there and actually use his fists.
Yeah. That is a miss. As it shoots high. Okay, next is Rabbit. Next is the Reverend. He walks. He starts digging himself out. And now it's the Elemental. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, the Elemental, he kind of melds into the ground, and you don't see him.
He's gonna come up any random way.
Mm-hmm.
Time to run.
Oh. You and Kevril might have to do mold earth to help dig us way out.
I'm gonna put you in a square so I know where you're at.
I gotta get there. Where's
Should be
this?
right there.
Where's
So,
the rock burying?
all of a sudden, and right in front of Malichor, comes out this earth elemental, and he comes and he slams his fist down, tries to slam it down into Malichor. Malichor is hit hard. Are you? It's not your turn.
Raging?
So no, you didn't rage yet.
And a chance to.
You took actual 13.
I guess that would piss you off.
Next is another hit. Yeah, that's gonna piss you right off. As a slam, poof, and it kind of brings you almost to the ground. Another slam off to the other side that pops you the other way. That hurt. Malichor, you're next.
No, I have to rage.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I love that song. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Alright. Now I gotta fight
Big giant
What
rock
are you
dude.
attacking him with?
my glaive.
Okay, that is a miss. You don't even dent him. That is another miss. Man, you're not rolling good.
No, I'm
Bonus
not.
attack.
Oh,
That is a miss.
awesome.
You lost your luck. Not a good time.
No.
You can move.
Their
and
inspiration
it's
we
Crilla's
should use.
turn.
I don't have any.
No, I'm gonna stay right here. But I want to know with my attacks if I think a bludgeoning weapon would be a better action.
You would have to study him to know that and use your action, but you don't want to do that.
I'm not
Probably.
gonna do that yet.
Criella, your turn.
I'm going to cast Hex on this thing.
Okay. It has to make a save, or no? It just automatically gets it. I can't remember.
Is And I'm going to fly, just hang out in the back here. Because that'll be my full action.
Oh yeah, it just gives it a disadvantage. What's ability are you gonna hex it?
Strength.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll take a crossbow at it. Rather than do nothing, I might as well do something.
Yeah. Always the case. Oh, that is a hit. And you have it hex, so that means it takes extra die 6.
Yep.
Okay. Just roll die 6 separate and I'll add it to it because that is full, I think.
I rolled as Kevril, but that's mine.
Yeah, I got it. It's fine. Alright. And that's it. The vulture and owl are not here. So top initiative, Vhajjharma.
Alright, I'm going to go and get a little cover
Jiggy?
where
Jiggy with it?
I am. Yes. And I am going to use my... Yeah, how to kill an elemental spell? I think it's a level 2, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a level 2.
I'm going to shoot it with my magic missile wand.
Okay.
And I will do that. I will use 2 charges right now, so 4 missiles. Where's my thing? Okay. Where'd it go? I swear. Okay.
I mean, you can just type it in.
I don't like how this is.
You can type fast forward or / R. Isn't it the same thing as the other one?
Yeah, but it's not.
You can type 4 D4 plus 4, and then that'll give you the number. Like, nope, that's not the. You gotta type in your roll, maybe.
I don't know, but it's not bringing up where I used to be able to just hit the button and put it on.
Remember, you gotta put it in combat.
Yeah, it's in combat, but it's not bringing up all of my buttons right. I don't know why.
Oh, because you have that on.
Because what?
Actions. You gotta have it in actions and combat.
Okay. So I can just take my damage and roll it on him.
Yes, and you got extra 1 die 4 plus 4.
1.
Oh, it does it 1 at a time? Perfect. Just roll all 4 on them.
2.
I'll let you do that, and we'll go on to the next person. You can obviously move if you have movement left, and your bat can go. Kevril, you're
so
up.
I'm gonna send my bat to be around him to give whoever attacks advantage.
Okay. Where was your bat at? Okay, yeah.
It was behind me.
Next attack has advantage on him. Which is Kevril.
Tell me about casting spells. I'm not seeing in the rules like the key requirements for that.
If you open up the spell, it has the keys information. Oh, did it get rid of them? That would be great. No, so if you actually open up the dragon head of the spell, it tells you in the spell itself.
It does not say.
Well, mold earth is a cantrip, so Fist of 4 Thunders, he does that, and it tells you in the...
Right. Do I spend a key point to use it?
Oh, man. Did it change? That would be not good. Fist of 4 Thunders, Evocation... I don't know, man. Water breathing, water whip. That has 1 point. Oh, Fist of Four Thunders is... Yeah, he doesn't have his key points on there. I don't know how many key it is. I gotta fucking look it up.
I was looking in the player's handbook, and it doesn't say.
Well, he's probably not gonna want to do that because that's a radius, and he'd probably get Malichor, unless you're planning something else to do that. He'd want to do Water Whip, or why doesn't he have? He has Patient Defense. Yeah, he's probably not going to... Fist of Four Thunders is like all around him. It spreads. So I think he would maybe do a Water Whip. Honestly, I think he'd probably just walk up there and fucking punch him, because that's how he is.
Yeah, I was hoping to use the Fist of Four Thunders, but I don't want it to hit Malichor as well.
Yeah, it would. It's like a 15-foot cube around him.
Yep, I see.
Unless he can get behind him or something. Which you can do a key point for disengage.
How high is the ceiling?
If you want to. So you could disengage, get behind him, and then do it. If you wanted to.
What is Step of Wind? There's nothing in the description for that.
Step of Wind?
Oh, that's the disengage or dash. I see.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, he wrote that out. Oh, no, there it tells you. That tells you the keys. A level 3 spell is like probably 2 key or something. I'm guessing.
Okay.
Unless it says otherwise.
Can he... Is there enough room for him to get around the creature and get behind it?
Yeah, he can just go right up on the stone. I don't think that's a problem for him.
Okay.
He'll have to roll athletics, but he can roll disengage, or he can just go around the creature. It's fine, because he's not going to go out of his range. So
that's what I'd like to do, is get around to the back of the creature and use the Four Thunders here, with enough space that it's going to hit the creature and not continue on.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, you can actually, he can actually just do it like right here, I think. So.
Okay.
Or if he goes here, he'll have to use the disengage, basically. He'll have to do it there.
Yeah, I'll have to do it there so I don't.
All right, so just mark off 1 key, and then he has to make a acrobatics roll to get over that rock. And tell me how he does it in a cool monk fashion.
It's seriously like running up the wall and running sideways.
Yeah, that's exactly how you do it.
Running down the wall, he like uses his hands to do a cartwheel back onto his feet.
Nice. We'll see if he falls or not, right? All right, no problem.
Yeah. All right, and once there, he slams his fists together and creates this giant boom and tries blowing the rocks of this creature apart.
It's 2 key points, plus you can spend another one to make it levels higher, which is another 1d8 point of damage. So it's 2d8 thunder damage, which he is vulnerable to it, so you can actually just roll it on him.
Okay, we'll do...
Wait, actually I gotta roll... I'll roll the save on him. So I'll just do that.
Okay.
And he made it, so now you can just roll the damage. He takes only half that. But it'll be double.
If it's 2 key to cast it, I'm only going to do it at the basic level, because he doesn't have that much to burn.
Yeah, not yet.
Nice.
1 or 2. Ah, thunder. Nice. Cool, you guys hear a big loud crack. And a flash of light come behind. He is definitely more damaged than he was. That did really good for it only doing half. Okay, next up is the Reverend. He is digging. The Earth Elemental attacks. It comes down with a slamming fist coming straight for Malichor's head. And
It's...
you're two-handed, right?
It doesn't matter, he missed.
Why? How?
What do you mean, how? I have a regular 18.
Well...
It's 20 if
your armor class is 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright. He missed. And second attack. What is this?
Oh, it's like fighting myself.
Yeah, it is. You met your match. He comes down, he comes back around and hits you and slams you up against the rock. What? Can you mark off 2 points of damage from you? For some reason, it gave you the necrotic damage even though he is hexed.
So I should only
he's
have...
hexed. I don't know. Oh, I think maybe... Did you accidentally hex... did you accidentally hex Malichor? Let's see. Yeah, that's probably. I'm thinking. Oh no, it's not on. What? How can it? Whatever. Did you put a hex? I don't have a hex on him, so.
So I should just be at 24, right?
Just mark off 2. Some reason it. No, I don't see anything. There is no thing on Marc's character, so I don't know.
There was necrotic damage on the elemental before. But it says it expired.
But it says it gave you necrotic damage, and it shouldn't.
Yeah.
So for some reason when he did the hex, let me see.
So I can put the hex on the creature instead this time.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't know, man. That's weird.
Yeah, because it didn't automatically calculate it the last time I hit him.
Did you just throw it on him? It might not work. I don't know. Well, I don't see it on him, so whatever.
It was just before the damage roll, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck it went. I don't even see it on you. Whatever.
I mean, I see that it has...
Next up is Malichor. We'll both figure it out.
There we go.
You go... Tell me how you hit this guy with your glaive.
Well, after he slammed me up against the wall, I kind of roll back at him and come back at his knee.
Oh, before you roll your damage, here, let me do something on your character sheet. Make sure this is magic. Did we... Uncommon... Oh, it does. It should have magic on it.
It says magic on it.
No, I gotta make sure the code is right so that it actually takes the damage and not halves it for you. So go ahead, you can roll on them. We'll see what happens. So that is 11. Yeah, I think it worked.
Okay.
That is another hit. Yes, it's definitely working. Great. I love things that work.
Ugh, miss.
That is a miss. That's your low one anyways. Okay, you can move. Next up is Criella.
Alright. I'm actually going to put... Let's try this again and put the hex actually on the earth elemental. There we go.
Yeah, it's on him.
Okay,
we'll see if that works right.
Right. I'm going to cast Firebolt at it. That does better than a crossbow bolt.
It's a lot better than a crossbow bolt, actually. If you hit.
If I hit.
As that goes flaming, it goes high, and some rocks fall down, and dust gets in Malichor's face. Okay, top of the initiative. It's actually round 3.
Alright, so I am going to Misty. Where am I? Where am I? I'm over here. 1, 2, 3. Where the hell? 2, 3, 4, 5. Too far. I'm too far. So I've got movement, so I'm gonna move here. And then I'm going to Misty Step to the other side of him.
Okay.
By Kevril. And then I'm going to hit him with my breath weapon.
Nice.
Okay. It's fire, right?
Yes.
2d8 or something?
Uh-huh.
Do you have it on your actions?
I do.
I think I did make it. Yes, I did. So, so you roll the dice on him first to see if he saves, and then it'll calculate it automatically. No, so you don't hit it. You gotta drag the dice to him. There you go. He failed. Nice.
Woohoo!
Good roll.
All right. And then I just drag on my...
damage. It'll automatically calculate full damage for him. It should. I'll watch it just in case. That's
Nice.
Almost full. Good job. As she comes over, she takes a breath, and you see flame go out and heats the butt of the.
So I still have a little bit of movement left, so I'm going to
believe you
move towards this direction because yeah, because I want to do that. I'm
Okay.
going to go here. I don't know, wherever
That's
this rock is.
Yeah, you can take cover in between the rocks if you want. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Bat. What is your bat doing? Unfortunately.
Bat's still is the bat
Unfortunately,
still?
your bat's dead.
Uh-oh.
It got taken away by Kevril.
The rocks that fell down?
No, Kevril. Kevril
Oh.
blasted into smithereens.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I mean, hey.
So, Kevril's turn.
All right.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Kevril is going to attempt to use mold earth on this thing's body.
It's made of rocks, right?
Okay.
Looks like it.
It is. Okay, it's a cantrip. He goes to use it and he cannot affect it.
Okay.
It has to be loose stone, like loose as in not solid stone and stuff like that. But
Okay.
sorry, it does not affect it. He can move if he wants.
Can he? You're right. No, he's fine. Is it where he is right there? He's out of its immediate range.
Okay. Bunny. Bunny does nothing. Reverent digs. And then Earth Elemental. Earth Elemental does things. He does not like this Malichor guy. So he goes and slams him. Do that. Boom.
Ouch.
That is a hit. Luckily you have a billion hit points. Look at it, did it again. So I think that you need to put that thing on you. So can you take away 4 points of damage, Malichor, please? A solid 4. It's not half because it's necrotic. Or no, do you have necrotic? Oh yeah, you do. So just take away probably 2 points of damage.
Alright, so I'm back at 26.
No, take away 2.
I
You're at
did.
32. If you take
No.
away 2.
Oh, it took away
yeah.
2.
Yeah, so you're at 30. So I think maybe you have to put it on yourself, and then it'll give you the extra damage. I guess the code is probably written wrong for it for some reason.
Yeah, because it wasn't that way before, but they might have screwed it up in something recent.
Yeah, or something's not working right. It seems. He goes to try to slam you again, and as he does that, he hits you once again, and you're slammed for well half of 17. You two are like the same. It's funny.
Yeah, he has triple my hit points.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, my turn.
I'll have to look at the hex, see what's going on.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense to roll it on myself, because then it would affect everything I attacked.
Yeah, right. It does not make sense for that.
Damn it.
Like open it up to see what the code
Ooh,
is.
there's a crit. So it was on my weak one.
Hey man, crit's better than none. Nice. And you're full damage too, so it's not that bad. Necrotic, it says self. It's on self. That's so weird. That should be working. I think that code is right, so I think that it's just being stupid right now. Well, we'll leave it. I'll just add it in. It's not a problem. Malichor, you're done. You can move.
Oh, he'll get an attack though if I leave, right?
Yes.
True.
Unless you got some cool ability.
Oh, not yet.
Crailla's up.
All right, we're gonna firebolt this shit again.
Oh, you're just trying it on you to see what happens, huh?
We'll
Yeah.
see.
Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't.
There it is.
Oh, that is a hit! As you warm up its crotch. Its butt and crotch are now warm. Look at all
okay.
that. That did work. Okay. Yeah, they might, maybe they did change it. We need to write it different, but we'll see. We'll check it later. Some other time. Cool. Well, at least you're getting it. Next up is a giant vulture. A giant vulture is at home sleeping. Vhajjharma, you're up.
Alright, so I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos. And I am going to use my Firebolt.
Okay. The first one is free, so you get advantage on it. Just hit, yeah. Roll again.
There you go.
That is a hit. Nice. That does make it worth it.
Nice.
Man, you guys are killing it. Alright. Bat is
We're only
sleeping in La La
halfway.
Land. Kevril, you're up.
Kevril. Remind me what Flurry of Blows is. Oh, it's one key to do 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. All right.
I see why he wrote it there. Easy.
Let us attempt to use. Oh, I'm debating if I should try a stunning strike or not.
Let's see, what's a stunning strike? Let me read
I have
that.
to make a Constitution saving throw,
Yes.
which would be like.
Makes you wish you would have picked Constitution for the hex.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be a great combination. Have to remember that next time.
Yeah.
You can try it. It is stone, so good luck.
Yeah. I might just do a Flurry of Blows instead.
Sounds like a good idea.
Let's start with a quarterstaff attack.
Okay. You walk up to it.
I'll do.
That is a hit.
All right. Brew.
Nice.
Wow, full damage. Look at that.
And then we'll follow that up with a couple of unarmed strikes.
That's another hit. Damn, you guys are killing it. That's only one, but hey, better than none.
And one more.
Oh, I just missed.
And how many hit points does he have?
He's got 48.
Yeah. So I'm not going to spend the key to step away.
Okay.
Would taking the time to make an Arcana check to see other ways to harm this thing be an action?
It would be, yes.
Right.
And during combat.
Okay.
But Vhajjharma had already rolled it, so she might know.
Oh.
Do I know?
Did anyone?
I did an Arcana
Did
check
anyone
on it.
ask you? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they have to ask you.
Yell shit out.
How else do we hurt this motherfucker?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, it's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Is that all?
Yeah. Unless it's magic, immune to poison, immune to paralyzed, immune to petrified, immune to poison, immune to unconscious.
I don't have any of those anyway. So fire.
So I don't think the
Kill it with fire.
Do what we're doing.
Okay, it's gonna hit. Keep doing it. I don't think the stunning strike would work then. Now that she said it. Oh, critical hit on Malichor.
Awesome.
Smash! That's what the earth elemental does. If you could talk. Yeah, he's gonna get rid of the bigger threat. Let me see what his intelligence is. Oh, not so high. Actually, he might go after the other guy. He doesn't really care. So I'm gonna roll 50-50.
Why are there 2 earth elements on this combat tracker?
So it goes after Malichor for the next one. 2 what?
2 earth elementals.
Oh. Well, that's neat.
There's another one spawning.
Look,
Spawning on
one
the
is
bus!
plenty. One is plenty.
Cause I guess if you hit plus, oh, that must be new. That's cool. Yeah, they have a plus now. That must be you can duplicate them. I don't know, man. I just rolled dice. This is, oh my god, another crit. So this one is he comes down with both
take your
fists.
potions.
He comes down with both fists and he goes squeezes you in between it as blood just comes spurting out of your mouth and takes out your breath. You are out of breath, my friend. And you are not doing so well. Man, 2 crits, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's like what Aaron rolls all the time.
You got some of those healing potions.
Yep.
I do, but alright, I'm gonna disengage and go back 10 feet so that if he comes into my range I still get my opportunity attack, and then I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
Good idea. Give yourself inspiration for that. And get in between your fucking squares, man.
I can't see the squares.
That's alright, I'm fucking with you, man.
What's
You're there. Yeah, I just put you there, it's fine. Alright, what potion are you taking? Greater? It's 4d4 plus 4. You can just roll it in the thing and it's /roll space 4d4 plus 4. Or you can do that.
12.
12. Better than none. Your turn is over. Unless you're gonna do something special. Criella, you're up.
Okay, it's time for some more fire.
That is a miss.
I'd like to use my inspiration to bend that fire to where it was supposed to be.
Indeed. You concentrate harder and you fucking kill it! Man. Well, you don't kill it, but you definitely do some mega damage to it.
That's awesome.
Holy
Wish
cow.
my firebolt were that strong.
Well, just keep using your chaos magic and see what happens.
Yeah.
Chances are.
Now that did not include.
I'll turn into a goat.
That didn't include the hex damage this time.
Was that?
It didn't include the hex damage this time, so.
Yeah, just roll 1d6 and then I'll put it on there. It's getting all confused.
God, everybody's getting crits.
Yeah, it's one of those days. One of those computer days. Alright, Vhajjharma, you're up.
Yeah.
Do something cool, man.
Well, I only have so many things.
Yes, all of the things.
Dude, you have like all the things and then some. I think what happens with newer characters when they have so many spells, they get confused.
Well, but my spells are all defensive. They're not offensive.
I could use some of those.
Except for your firebolts, your
I have my
magic
firebolt.
missile,
Well, yeah, but that's
and other
my
spells
wand.
you haven't studied.
Yeah, I know.
And there's
Like I said.
fireball.
Well, right, so I can burn everyone.
You can.
I don't want to burn everyone.
I encourage this. This behavior.
Kevril's a little close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really want to use.
He'll get his butt singed. You'll probably
No,
burn everyone there.
I'll use my firebolt again.
Yeah, good choice. Remember you
Oops,
have,
I didn't roll it on him, but I gotta.
Did you do your Tides of Chaos?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
You're
you're
gonna have
me
to
roll.
Table, but roll again just in case you get a 20. You definitely hit with that one, so roll again. Too bad it's not 20. You can roll your damage on them, and then do you have the table?
I have it. It's somewhere.
Yeah, it's in here.
Yeah. Okay, I have the table.
You can roll it, or I can roll it for you. Up to you. You just hit
Am
the
I
roll
rolling
button. You hit
two or just one?
No, you just hit the roll button on the magic surge table, and then it'll do it automatically for you.
92. What happened?
If you die within the next minute, you immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell. So
awesome. So you can do whatever the hell you want and live.
No. It's random. Reincarnate brings you back as a random race. So, by the way, this happened to me like several times, and I misread it as like in the next minute you die and you're reincarnated for some reason. So we always thought when we were at our table, we always thought that's what it was. So I kept reincarnating as something else. It was really fun, but annoying but fun. Anyways, so basically, if you die, you won't. But you'll be a different race.
Yeah,
that's incentive.
You'll be a different race and change the story completely. So next, Kevril. No,
that would be cool. Maybe I'll get a better race. Who knows? A super powerful.
Is there a better one?
That's great. I don't know. For magic, there's a couple maybe.
Kevril's up.
Kevril is going to attack with the quarterstaff again.
That is a complete fucking miss.
He's going to use a little bit of luck.
Sounds like a good idea. You can roll that shit again. That's such a good feat. That's a hit.
That is a good feat.
Boom.
Didn't you say he has 2 attacks?
He does.
He does.
I didn't take a second one last time, so let's make up for that this time.
You can just take it now if you want. It doesn't really matter. I don't think it's going to affect anything.
Okay.
Unless he rolls... No, it won't. It just won't. That's another hit.
Nice.
It's fine.
Because
it's not your character, so it's hard to run to and all that shit. But,
you know what? Should we do some flurry of blows while we're at it, just to bring it down?
Yeah, that'll give you one more hit.
2 more.
Oh, 2 more. Yeah.
2 more attacks.
You know, let's burn the key. Malichor is getting his ass handed to him.
Right? Somebody's got to take it on. I'm taking all the damage.
Oh.
But he's lucky.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But that's it for today, but still. Oh, that's not awesome. Oh, well.
One more attack.
He gets 1 more.
Oh, boo. Alright.
So much for that.
Next up is the Earth Elemental. He just attacks the closest thing next to him. We'll see if you live. You probably will, though. Kevril. That is a hit. He's slammed for 15 points of damage as it goes down, hits him on the shoulder, almost pins him to the ground, but he's able to roll away, and comes the other fist the other way, and that is a miss.
Oh,
nice.
Well, I got his attention.
You're up.
Right, so I'm gonna come within, coming up 1 square, so I'm still within my range.
Yep.
See if we can take this motherfucker out. No. Rolling like Tice. Ugh.
I think you jinxed yourself.
I think I did.
They have inspiration?
I do. but I'm gonna save it. I'm just
Okay.
gonna stay without a range, so if he comes after me, I get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
And then your third attack, or did you do them?
No, I did them all. I missed.
Yeah, good
I
job.
missed every one. Yeah.
Excellent. Ooh,
I just wanted everybody else in the group to feel what it was like to kill something really powerful.
Now you're using some really good strategy there.
Mm-hmm.
Moving in and moving out like that. That's the proper way to use it. Oh my god. Criella!
Alright.
So it's a range weapon, folks.
It's time to bring the fire.
A rage weapon?
Oh.
Fire!
Well, that's a hit.
Some damage.
Nice.
That's 14.
Have some more damage.
1.
Hey, man.
That's
He's getting
nice.
close.
The next hit could kill it.
He's getting
true.
close.
So you think.
Unless it just goes away. Fucking
But
pussy.
it's probably gonna die soon. Vhajjharma!
Okay, back to Firebolt. Let's do this. Where are we at?
With, are you doing advantage one? Tides of Chaos?
I think, don't I always have to do tides after I do it once?
No, you have a
Oh.
choice.
You hit.
Are you doing it with, well, okay, I guess you didn't. Alright.
Oh.
You hit.
I thought you said once I use it, I have to roll on the table every time I do a spell.
Tides of Chaos is the ability to do advantage. After
Right,
you
but
use it once, then you have
Yeah.
to do it again, but you didn't roll with advantage, so you don't have to use it. You don't have to roll on the table if you don't use it. If you don't roll with advantage, basically.
Yeah.
You have the choice. You do 14 points of damage. It is
Good
not
damage.
dead. Kevril's turn. Kevril will probably get the killing blow. We'll see.
It is time. Let's do it.
He could trip up and, you know.
Yeah, like you did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a miss.
He's going to use some inspiration on that one.
He's like, I'm killing this shit. He would do that too.
There it is.
There's
He totally
a hit.
would.
I think he's dead. I don't think you have to
Dos
roll.
puntos.
Yes.
Yay!
As he hits him, you see him go down with a palm strike, and then from the palm strike, you can see his whole body kind of shake as he does it, and then this crack kind of goes up from his palm as he crack goes through his whole body, and he turns into just a bunch of stone. What round are we on? 6. So the Reverend is still on digging. You are now out of combat. If you guys want to edit here, and here would probably be a good time for you guys, I'm guessing. But we can keep going.
I think it's good now.
Yeah.
Everybody else fair.
Yeah.
There's definitely some stuff is gonna happen.
But is the Reverend actually physically digging out of the tunnel like
Yes.
he knew it was going to happen?
No, it's in his
Oh.
way.
So
Okay.
he's not like a ghosty, he's an actual tangible thing.
Indeed.
Interesting.
Tangible thing. But he's not attacking us, he's just digging out.
No,
Yep.
he said that you're not the ones who disturbed my tomb.
Okay,
he's
so
What are you doing
Interesting.
here?
we can mold earth and get us dug out pretty quickly.
Faster.
It could help with that.
Yeah. It's pretty. I mean, there's a lot. It'll take a while. So,
All
good
right.
job, guys.
All right, fine.
Yay.
Excellent work, folks.
You're alive.
Yay.
Tiffany, you put in a Bala's gaming day.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
that was a day. That was a whole day, right?
It was a marathon.
It was. It was fun.
It's like what
And I
we
didn't
do
buy
every
any of
Friday
it.
night. I mean, granted, we used to play for like, 40 to 50 hours in a weekend, but
Yeah,
True.
we did that. That I remember. I was saying because we played the next day too. Like Friday night was our like our 6-hour, 8-hour night or something, right?
Mhm.
And then Saturday was
we
long.
had
If
that
we
one
could.
weekend, we went 52 hours without sleep and went to that fucking dance or whatever.
You went to a dance?
Kinda. Chuck was did some pole dancing, if I remember right.
Really?
There were poles?
In the lunchroom? You danced with the pole at the lunchroom.
Oh, yeah, I probably did. That sounds right.
Wow, wild and crazy guys.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know.
I'm sorry that I didn't know you then.
We were dorks. We were nothing but dorks.
Totally.
The nerds of the nerds.
Then I'd have fit right in.
The wickedest nerds of the West.
All right.
You're up.
Yay. More
Yay.
threads.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I still think there was another fucking trap by the fucking Black Earth motherfuckers.
It is weird that it was an earth elemental, but they say that they're being tormented by a fire witch.
And it's burning, but it's not burning.
I mean, and I went back and looked at the notes, and the kettle is the fire chaos thing.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they're starting to conspire against one another or something.
With one another.
I mean, if they're working together, that's unfortunate.
No doubt.
We have a chance if we can play them off each other.
Yep. When do we think we can get back together?
When can we get the band back together?
My God, that's what Marc said tonight.
Yeah, I know.
So excited to get the band back together.
I mean, technically, I can play tomorrow night, but
Nope.
Yeah,
We gotta get the kids.
I'm in Michigan until the new year, so cannot.
yeah, we can just. Stay
Woo!
online
You
when
could
we
just
can
come
play.
here, Chuck, and we could just all play in the same place.
I think my wife would have a problem with that.
She could come.
She could.
We're not discriminatory.
She would fall asleep at 9 o'clock.
Well, you know, we have beds.
It'd been funny if you said, "Yeah, we have pits of hell here. We just people asleep. We shove them in the pits or something."
So you're gonna be in Michigan until the 1st?
Until the 30th is when I come back.
Oh yeah, that's why your background's different. Is that your old room?
This is my office.
Oh, that's your office. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a different angle in the office or something.
Yeah, I normally have it like over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what
but
it
I
is.
was using my Wacom, so I need to put it to the side.
Cool.
No, my mom's Wi-Fi. I mean, the fact that she has internet is amazing, but her Wi-Fi sucks.
It's
So
like
I
my
could never-
fucking parents, man. It's so 1992. Like seriously.
Dial up.
1992
AOL.
in Michigan, I should say, because California, they are all on internet here by that time.
Oh yeah.
They probably have free public Wi-Fi for everybody anyway.
Here? Are you crazy? Nothing in California is free.
Nothing's free. I
There's more free shit in Michigan than here.
know.
Yep.
Well, we'll figure it out.
All right.
Yeah. We'll write a time when we can all get together. So.
Go Beans.
Cool.
Yeah.
Everybody have a good Christmas, and we'll chat as soon as we can.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Yep.
Merry Clipmas.
Oh.
Bye. Thanks for watching.